Did you say anything? Testing. Okay, you're muted. Praise be, as they say. Praise be. Okay. Hold on, loading in. Do you have your book? I have a whole bunch of videos. If I'm being honest. It depends on what you find is a lot. I only have 5 open. So, oh, there's definitely gonna be something to name. There's gonna be a lot. Yeah, they would. Okay, so let me just get your, load you in. I'm gonna copy your link in 1 second. Okay. You hear it? I was looking at the YouTube, our YouTube channel. I was like, am I the only one that's like posting stuff? Because I have like a whole bunch of stuff that's like scheduled. That's why I message everybody. I was like, I'm curious. Does anybody else? I knew that you had something coming, but I was like, where the heck? I was like, Andrew, Jean, hello? Anybody out there? Hopefully just if I hear anything. Okay, so I think we're ready. I have what's it called? I have the book open, but I also have the PDF open, so actually let me just go to the page. Yes. Good. Forward. Right. Okay. They say allow for 30 to 45 minutes, but the book doesn't know us. Okay. It says if you want to play in a more freeform galaxy, you can also hand wave. No! What? Yeah, go hand wave yourself. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so we are building a starting sector. Do you remember why we waited to do this? Like we built everything else, but we didn't build out the starting sector. Do you remember why?
I think we wanted to get more comfortable with the Starforged system and with the oracles and knowing when to like put our own input and versus putting that stuff in. And that we also had accrued 5 hours of creation. So it's like
we're coming up on the 6th hour actually, and
yeah.
we're like,
so it probably didn't hurt to stop there. And then we also wanted to put that learning phase in before continuing, but knew that we were going to do this absolutely right after.
Oh, for sure. So learning phase is done. I'm sure there'll be more stuff that we need to like figure out and learn along the way. But for now, I think we have a solid grasp enough to comfortably play in a mini series and like be focused. I think that was my goal, is like know the rules well enough to be comfortable. Like PBTA rules, like you can just role play really well now because you don't have to worry about like, okay, did I get that mechanic right?
Oh yeah, you just know, okay, I know what the 3 possible outcomes are. I know the vast majority of the approaches to creating those outcomes. So yeah, I feel much more comfortable after going through our learning phase and highlighting those specific avenues. So now we go back, we take a back seat from the the story play side and go into the world building play side of Starforged.
Oh yeah, and if you were here for our session 0, we were there. We met for 6 hours total.
Mm-hmm. Most of which was, I think, just us sharing in the delight of it, but also like really expanding on each of those steps. Like, as we said, the book gives you like a recommended amount of time per chapter, but I think that's a very liberal choice. I think it's very much take as much time as you want, and we certainly did.
Yeah. So even if we're here in build a starting sector, it says here 30 to 45 minutes. Definitely not. Not only because we even if we just stuck to the book, it would probably be at least 90 minutes. But we want to delve deeper. I brought some extra like world building resources that we can look over that I think are really fun. So see how that goes.
Cannot wait to throw those into our mix.
Okay. So what is step 1? Well, let's start off with building the sector, and then we're going to get into like really fleshing out the city, like going deep into the city.
Piece by piece. You know, color by color.
Yeah. So we have Foundry open as well, so that we can just add stuff in as we need. And it just makes it really easy in Foundry.
Look at that. Look at that hexamap.
You'll love to see it. Okay, cool. So in Foundry, you can click on like create actor, and then that's where we'll start like building our stuff. So let's see. A sector is a settled or explored area of space. In the fiction of your setting, sectors are named and provide the people of the Forge a common means of identifying the location, mapping the domains of a power or faction. Okay. They help you manage the details of your travels and interactions. A known sector can serve as a setting for your sworn quests. Then, as you head out into the unknown, you can discover and explore and name new sectors. Which I agree with. I think we shouldn't... I mean, let's follow along with the rules, but I think I agree that like exploration is part of the fun too. So we don't have to.
And I think narratively it makes sense, because I know we talked a little bit about traveling beyond the home world that we're going to work on, and I think that's extremely limited and also very much a need to know basis, where a lot of that information is not just freely given.
I think what do you say? Do you think our characters like for the most part grew up in this city that we'll eventually build? Like, do you think we're pretty sheltered? Because I imagine it's a large city. It's not a small city, but like, I don't know if we went off world yet to like work.
I don't think we've gone off world to work. I think maybe once or twice in our youth, we probably went with our family on some sort of excursion, which wasn't like too big of a deal.
Yeah. We established that we have like that's where you got your squid, your octopus.
Yeah, that's where I got Icarus, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I developed it. I was inspired by something in space, and I was like, I want that the home version, so I built Icarus.
I want that. So what do we need? I think we got all this stuff. Managing this exercise. This will walk you through the process of creating a basic sector for the start of your campaign. If you're playing with others, one of you can read or summarize each step. Everyone should participate in making decisions, rolling on oracle tables, and embellishing narrative hooks. Okay.
Let's underline that embellishing.
Embellishing 2 hours later. Is this what you meant? Okay, so step 1, choose your starting region. There's 3. I think we both agree that we're in Terminus.
Yes. Even like looking at it earlier today, the home world is in Terminus, where, as it says, settlements are relatively common here. Spaceborne routes between communities are well charted. And we're building basically a small space utopia in a sense. That utopia has a few asterisks next to it, but it is very much that.
Utopia for who is what the Reds are yelling.
Yeah.
We want to make Terminus great again.
Oh boy.
Settlements are relatively common here, and spaceborne routes between communities are usually well charted. If you want to focus on interacting with other people and communities, start here. And that really makes sense. This kind of sounds like it's going to be kind of political intrigue, at least at the start.
Yes, 1,000%.
I don't imagine there's going to be a lot of. We're not on the wild frontier spacers type deal just yet. We'll see where the story takes.
Yeah, we'll see how long it takes before we either go there from out of choice or out of circumstance.
Okay, so we decided that the starting region is Terminus. What's next?
Determine the number of settlements.
Okay.
And
settlements can be planet-side habitats, orbital stations, and deep space facilities. They offer a place for you to recuperate after your adventures in the Forge. Also, they are the nexus for role-playing and quest opportunities. In this exercise, you'll generate a few settlements in your starting sector. First, determine the number of known settlements in the sector based on the region.
To which, as a terminus, it says we should have at least 4 settlements.
Okay. Note that this doesn't represent a standard for how you'll populate other sectors as you explore the Forge. It just gives us something manageable for this exercise. Oh, so it's just recommending 4. We could do 16.
If we wanted to, we could do even more than that.
Okay. Well, then we'll start off with 4.
Yeah, we'll start off with 4. I was even thinking as I saw that. Again, I was reading through this and I was like, well, that makes sense that perhaps we did make this color cased system, and it wouldn't be uncouth for at least the golds to have their own settlement, so to speak, where that's where the golds live. That is their.
Oh, do you mean like a district?
Yeah, like a district.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, we're getting ahead of ourselves because we haven't got to the city building yet. But I was thinking about different districts for all the colors, and then there's just areas where like everybody goes.
Yeah, sort of like
well.
Yeah.
But this is where people usually live. But I think there's a lot of intermingling. I don't think that's illegal. Well, I think we'll get to it, but
yeah.
Okay. So step 1: choose your starting region, determine the number, and then generate settlement details. It says put a marker in this page. What page is this? Okay, page 117. I'll just have it open on the book.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you can come back to it and jump to the settlement oracle starting on page 322. For each of the settlements in your starting sector, roll on the following tables. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. So what's it? Settlement name?
It is settlement name, location.
Location.
Population.
Yeah, okay.
Authority. And settlement projects, which seems like they're just like perhaps activities or things that area is known for.
Settlement projects.
Roll 1 to 2 times.
Okay. They can, yeah, because they could have a couple projects.
Yeah, there could be a bunch of stuff going on.
Okay. So the cool thing about Foundry is it's all automated there.
Oh yeah, I already found it.
So if we create actor and then what? Location?
Actor location makes sense.
It's called a location. Okay. So we got the region is Terminus. The location type is. We're creating the planet? I'm guessing. That should be the first one, no?
Yeah. We need a planet for everything to live
on. My thought was it is a vital world planet, unless you had another idea.
No, I think this planet was selected by the founders of the Law of the Seven because it had an atmosphere that was, not hazardous. It was livable. It was able to be terraformed and is rich enough in resources.
Yeah.
And was very easy. Yeah, very easy to very easy to move in and build a civilization there.
Okay. Based on the level of diversity for this world, roll that number of times on the biomes table on the next page. Okay, so I'm on page 318. This is Vital World. This diverse, life-bearing planet might provide some small measure of hope. So that makes sense. We should name the planet. Ooh.
Time to name the planet.
Should we name it? This is where this book of random tables comes in. Unless I know this book has names in it too. I mean, that's what this is all about.
I had a
322 or something. Settlement name.
322.
Okay. Let's throw some at the wall and planet names. That's page 232.
Planet names.
Unexplored planets. Names, city names. There's a whole bunch. There's a lot. I think we have 600 names to choose from this book. Should we both roll D100 and see what we get?
Sure. Let me go ahead and pull the page up. You said it was 3. Oh, there it is. 325.
Yeah. In Starforged, yes, I'm in the random tables book.
Oh.
That has 600 names.
Oh.
And that one's like a whole bunch of D100. So I'm just going to roll a D100 and see.
Here, I can roll one as well, and you just tell me what the name is, because that.
Okay, I got 56.
All right, 56. And what do I get?
That's kind of boring. I got Huntington. No way.
Did we both just roll 56?
We are two in sync. Okay, how about I'll go to planet names number 2 to see if there's Bifrost. I'm not really feeling it. Oh, why am I rolling privately? There we go. That is, I got 54 this time. Ooh.
I will.
Ogos. I don't like. How about?
Let me do this one more time. 64.
Yurupari.
I'm putting a couple of words that I was thinking were fancy words and then putting them to be translated into Latin.
Okay.
Because I think the founders, i.e. the Golds, would use fancy Latin words.
Okay.
I was thinking perhaps overseer, and then in Latin that is praefectus.
Ooh. Praefectus, the planet?
The planet is called praefectus, the overseer, as it oversees the progress of our civilization.
That's not bad. Praefectus, the planet. It's kind of like it's giving like Transformers vibes.
It is giving Transformers meets Roman Empire.
Yeah. I
mean, what is
Transformers is that though? I feel like.
I am not a huge Transformers lore person, but I'm sure someone would help and I would agree.
Okay. I like Praefectus. What do you think?
Yes, I will say.
Or we can keep looking.
Here, I will put the spelling that I have here and toss it in here.
Oh, AE makes the I sound?
Yeah, I guess praefectus or praefectus, or we could just keep praefectus and.
Praefectus? I kind of like pry better than pray for some reason. I don't know if it matters.
It doesn't.
Let me
That's how we pronounce it.
There is a video showing how to pronounce it. It may be pray, you know. Praefectus. How to say praefectus? Praefectus. That's how they're saying it. Praefectus.
Praefectus.
So it's not really pray or pry. It's very light on the AE. Praefectus.
It's almost kind of weirdly hiding the word perfect inside of the planet's name.
It is. Ooh. Okay. We got the name. Done.
Nailed it.
Okay. What was next? We got the settlement. We got the location. Population. I think there's a whole bunch of people. I think this is the big one.
Yeah, this is the largest amount because this is where everyone sort of settled in, and this is where everyone has just taken root and have kept their bloodlines and legacies going for a very long time. And I do have a question here, though, and I think might be interesting to discover, because, as again, a narrative embellishment alert. What do you think the population also includes the amounts of the automatons, the Reds? And I was curious, like, do you think the automaton Reds actually have a larger population than the non-automatons?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I never thought if there would be more Reds than not.
The only reason I ask that is because the obviously through this our combined lore efforts, the Reds are the labor class because they're as penance for the AI uprising that happened, that caused everything, all the bad stuff, to force us to a new planet. And I think because they are automatons, so they are, stronger, faster, more durable than normal humans, but also probably because they vastly outnumber us. That's probably why we have to keep them in check, and then also why the Greys were sort of genetically created to be bigger and stronger to handle multiple Reds if there was an incident.
Okay. So the largest number, it just gives us like a general abstracted number, which is like tens of thousands. So if we gave it, like, for example, if we said there is 300,000 in this city.
Yeah.
What would you say the amount of Reds is?
300,000?
Because everybody else is human.
Yeah, everyone else is human. So you're saying out of 300,000, how many are Red? I want to say, I don't think it. Maybe it's 60-40. Like,
you think it's like 60-40?
Yeah, like not vastly outnumbers, but just like
noticeable though.
Noticeable.
Okay. So we'll write that down. We'll say 60% of the population is the Red caste. Okay. And the other 40% is everybody else. Okay. Okay. Next is the authority. I think we already kind of have that. That is the 7.
The law of the 7 is the rule of authority.
Yeah. So that is, I mean, the law of the 7 is what we kind of live by, but what is the actual group called? We named them, right?
The different colors?
No, the 7 who are on like the council. Is it the council of 7?
I think it was just the council of 7.
I can look it up in our lore book. Also, Notebook LM for the lore book has been so... I created flashcards because you can create flashcards, and I just went through and it was just like asking me lore questions. I was like, whoa.
Oh, damn.
I was just like practicing with our lore, and I was like, oh, wow.
We were close. It is the Tribunal of 7.
The Tribunal. Okay.
Or just the Tribunal for short.
Right. Okay, so the authority... I'll write that in there. The Tribunal of 7. And then there is like the authority. Oh wait, we don't have to do the authority, right?
No, I think we have.
No, we have to do the authority. We don't have to do their like personality. There's another list that like asks you like how do they treat people.
We kind of. Let's see.
Well, actually, if you look up authority, if you go to page 323, I don't know if it asks you for their name. It asks you for like it says ineffectual, tolerant, fair, unyielding, corrupt, or oppressive. So it just asks for like how they act.
Yeah.
So what would we say for the tribunal? What's their MO?
I think they're efficient and I think cold and calculating. I think they do what's best for progress and what's best for keeping control. And I think
so
could be masked as like, altruistic, but
yeah, definitely.
Which is what the violets are for.
Right. I would say, I would say their, what would we call it? It's not their personality. What's the word to describe the group? way of working, like, but if there's one word I'm trying to think of.
Pragmatic? No.
No, the actual word to describe it. So it's personality, but for a group. How would we say that?
Their demeanor, their
Mm,
behavior, their approach.
yeah.
I feel like I'm getting close.
Yeah. The disposition or temperament.
Temperament, I think.
Actually, approach is the best.
Their approach? Okay.
Yeah. The authority is the tribunal of the seven, and their approach is cold and calculating. Is best for the people.
Yep, what's best for progress
and upholding the law.
Yep.
But the law is capitalized.
Yes.
I think that's like the short form of the law of the seven. I don't think anybody's saying it fully all the time.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Okay. So we got the authority, and then next is settlement projects.
Settlement projects. Let's pull that up real quick, because I find that interesting. Settlement projects.
Settlement projects. That's like, the thing they're focused on, right?
I'm looking at the list of settlement projects, and I feel as though each district is doing a little bit of one of these.
But this is like what the planet is known for, though.
Yeah, what the planet is known for.
Yeah.
I think
manufacturing.
that manufacturing is what comes up.
There's defense and manufacturing are the energy.
Or is it command?
Command. What does command mean?
Control.
Okay. Would they say it out loud? This is kind of the thing that they're known for, that they promote.
Oh, that's true.
They're fine. I don't think it's warfare.
No, I think anything warfare-wise is kept on the down low.
Maybe manufacturing. Yes, we agree on that.
Yeah, I think manufacturing, because they're constantly working on progress, making new ways to make life easier, and
there's expansion and research.
Subsistence, which I believe is just to make the land like more, keep everything like, we're not draining all the resources, like we're putting things back, and I think because they want to make it a permanent planet, so that's, I guess, is that the word, or is it survivability, which I don't see here, but
yeah, subsistence, maintaining or supporting oneself.
Yeah. Manufacturing and expansion, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, what else are like? Why? That's why they're creating all these reds.
Yeah, to keep everything functioning at home, and then inevitably would potentially expand further out.
Okay. So we'll say manufacturing and expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I believe that's it for Perfectus.
Yes. Perfect.
Perfecto. Write the details for each settlement in the location blocks on your sector worksheet. Keep it short and simple. For now, don't roll on the other settlement tables. You can reveal other aspects of these places when you visit and interact with them. Don't roll on the other settlement tables? What? I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure what that means either.
Okay. Did we do it wrong? Because step 3 is generate details, but then step 4 is generate planets. And we just generated a planet. I think we did it backwards.
Yeah, I think perhaps
we created the planet first before the settlements.
Yeah, well, I guess the settlement is a small amount of planets, and then the planets are within, because then after that is generate stars, which are also their own thing.
Well, a settlement is a location populated by other humans, so I think one of the settlements will be the city.
Yes.
And then it says orbital stations or deep space facilities or planet-side habitats. So those are settlements. We just created. I think we skipped step 3 and then went to step 4.
Yeah, skipping ahead in the book and going to the chapter that was delighting.
Okay. We didn't even. I didn't even realize we skipped.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Generate planets. Yeah, we didn't. We ended up. Okay. Back to settlements. It is. Let's do. Let's do the other 3 settlements before we get to the city.
I agree.
Okay. Well, anyway, we got Perfectus done. We could like roll for how it's observed from space, the atmosphere, if you want to do that. I believe the atmosphere is good. I don't know.
Atmosphere, interesting.
There's planet-side features. Is there anything else we want to add to it, or is it good?
I mean, we're gonna go deeper into Perfectus, so I'm happy to just expand on what else we want to mess with. I'm trying to see here.
I mean, atmosphere, ideal is what I rolled. So it makes sense.
That's why it was chosen, because it was ideal.
Okay, observe from space. I think this is like what it looks like from space.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, complex ring system.
Oh, that gives me some ideas. That's awesome.
Complex ring system, kind of like
how Saturn.
Oh,
But even could have, because Saturn has multiple rings within that one giant ring. So
interesting.
yeah, Perfectus could have a couple of rings that perhaps tilt to and fro, and that might be where there could be, other like these manufacturing space, kind of like space oil rigs, kind of like where a lot of labor goes out to like work on defenses, observation, things that can be worked on that won't bring hazard to the planet.
Yes. There's a place like that in New York, where it's like you're not in New York proper, but people like drive out for work. I forgot what the city's called. But there's cities like that where you just like you go to the edge of town, or you go out to help for what's inside.
I was about to say Staten Island. Because you have to take either one train or the ferry or something, get all the way out there.
Staten Island? No. Okay. That's good because so maybe one of the orbital stations or deep space facilities are there. Habitats.
Yes, where things can be tested and worked on that, you wouldn't be considered, environmentally safe on the planet.
Okay. So we have Perfectus is pretty much done. We can come back to it, of course, if we need to. Perfectus. There we go. Next is another location. What do we want? This is a settlement. What kind do we want? Do we want planet side, orbital, deep space?
Let's work on an orbital one.
Okay.
Because we're kind of talking about that a little bit, because I am a little fascinated by that, because that's maybe sometimes as far out as we go more frequently. We don't go into further than that, but sometimes we might. I would say at least Dorian would probably go out to the orbital stations to work on things or oversee things.
You probably more
so.
Yeah. She's like boots on the ground in the big city.
Dorian forgot to refuel Venture one time.
And I had to come pick you up. Okay, so let's roll. Let's see. How do you pronounce that?
Moirai.
Nope. I'm just gonna trip over that.
Yeah. Neoma.
Or Nema?
Nema or Neoma?
Let's keep going.
Crux.
There's there's a whole bunch of names. Do you want to roll D100?
Sure, I'll roll a D100. Where is?
And I'll tell you what you get.
Yeah, let's do it. 75.
Rhiannon.
But did I say 1D100? Let's do another D100.
Okay.
I swear to God, I almost went to 75 again.
Vesper.
Vesper. I like that better.
Vesper is one of the okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's one. It's like on one of the rings.
Yeah, I think Vesper rotates on one of the rings.
Okay. Settlement. You have the location type. Population. Let's see. Hundreds. It says there's hundreds.
That makes
there.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense because it would mainly be blues, a few overseeing golds, and then some gray security and red laborers. So like it would not be a whole lot of people working on the station on Vesper.
Okay. Next up is okay, we did population. Next is authority. So like what's the unyielding? The golds are unyielding there. Or the grays actually.
Yeah, I think because it's there, it's probably not as easily reported, and perhaps falls into that age-old thing that we see in science fiction a lot, where like you're off planet, perhaps certain things are allowed to slide in the name of science.
We could change it to tolerant. Because this is where like maybe you do want to go work on Vesper because people are a little bit more like, we'll let it slide.
Yeah, I think I prefer that too.
Yeah. So we'll change that to tolerant.
It's a little more open-minded.
Yeah, we'll put tolerant, open-minded. We'll say because the farther you are away from the main city, the easier it is to get away with things.
Yeah, the easier it is to get away with things because not everything out there is reported as accurately, and the golds that go out there are more, the golds that kind of aren't so tethered to Perfectus and its ways. And
they probably don't want to. They're probably mad that they were sent out to Vesper. Like nobody wants to work at Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Settlement projects. Let's see what they're working on.
Exploration makes sense.
Okay, it ties back to the so that's one. Should they have just one, or do you want like two?
I think two makes sense. One more.
Okay, roll a D100.
I will do it. So 63.
Research.
That makes sense too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think exploration makes sense because that's the outer rings would be where they would probably try to make observations and send small groups out to places in the frontier to see if it's a bit habitable, if it's safe, if it's able to be terraformed, and then the research goes out there as well, reporting back and then testing out new ways of space travel and things like that.
Okay. Should we roll for the first look?
Ooh.
I mean, you. I would say
can I roll
your
for this
character.
one?
Yeah. Your character's been there. Ooh.
Rustic architecture.
Interesting.
I kind of like that. I think it's a little archaic. I think it isn't as sophisticated as the architecture in Perfectus. I think it's built more for functionality, and when you go to Vesper, you might be there for like a decent amount of time, like a couple of months here and there.
I think like soldiers and like people are sent there. You're sent out. You take your job, and you're like, oh, okay, you don't want to get sent to Vesper.
Yeah.
I'm already thinking like anything off world is kind of boring. Maybe people think it's just like not fun.
Yeah.
You're just kind of waiting, passing the time, day in, day out.
Dorian loves the peace and quiet.
Oh, yeah, he would. And there's not much people here, like hundreds, so there's not.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people there.
Very much like a desert town, early 1800s, 1900s type feel.
Yep.
Okay, so that is one settlement down. Let's create two more to see. Wait, this was a orbital settlement.
Yes, it was.
And it's Vesper. Okay, let me just add it there. Boom. It's more connected. Oh, look at that. Oh, it kind of, do you see the map?
Yeah, that's cool.
It actually kind of wraps around it. That's cool.
I love that.
Nice. Okay, I didn't know that's. I always saw that green thing. I was like, what is that little curve?
It just means it's circling it.
It's gonna kill me. Okay, so we got Vesper. Let's do the next location. We could do a star. We could do another orbital settlement. We could do deep space, or let's see. Yeah, we a derelict. We could do a precursor.
Ooh, that's precursor's tempting because those are that's the ancient space civilization stuff. And being as we did a learning phase where our final test was based on the architecture of a precursor,
should we just have one?
Yeah, perhaps we just have one nearby that
okay,
has been inert for a long time and was probably harvested and studied when our civilization first got here, but now is just a hub for perhaps doing some expeditions, gathering some resources that are still there.
Well, let's roll and see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Is it planet side, orbital, or deep space?
I say deep space. I think it's a little further away.
I was gonna say it's further.
Found on accident.
Accident. Okay. It's time for a name. Let's see. Corporate names. Space station names. I'm looking at the book of random tables again. How about I go to unexplored planets? It's precursor, right? So and precursors are vaults, or what are they again?
They are usually vaults or planets that contain the vaults of the precursors, like the ancient space civilization that was here and sort of left a bunch of their stuff behind, seemingly dormant.
I don't know where this guy came up with these names. Vincent 7.
Vincent 7.
Wrong again. 30. Osanian. Osanian. How about I just look at the names?
Stop me if you think this is crazy.
Uh-huh.
What if our civilization called this precursor planet, or this precursor thing, Manus, because its structure resembles that of a giant hand, where there's one central piece and then almost has these extensions that go out for inexplicable reasons, and it looks like a hand.
Oh, it looks like a hand?
Yeah, you know how Guardians of the Galaxy had a whole planet that was a space god skull?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I kind of like that idea that that could have been these cosmically large astral beings that may have died or had things built in their likeness that were left behind and just sort of drifting, and this is just a floating hand.
Yeah. Is Manus what is that, Latin or?
That is Latin for hand.
Okay.
Manus.
Right. I like it. Let's do it. Shape of a hand, little fingers. Okay. So the location, we already got that. The type of vault, it's deep space.
Mm-hmm.
Roll locate. Well, we got the shape of it. I'll erase that. But you said it's in the shape of a hand, yeah?
Yeah.
I like it.
Creepy.
Yeah. I don't think we've been there. I think we can roll that stuff if we ever kind of get to it.
Yeah, I think it's sort of off limits unless given real authority. No obvious point of entry. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
It's how do you even approach it?
It's a hand, I guess. Head to the pinky.
Do you go to the palm?
Yeah. Okay. So does form? We roll for form. It's a structure. What is that?
I think it's more or less as it's being observed, it looks like just a whole bunch of pieces of something that comes together to form. It's not organic looking. It looks created.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you want to roll for the scale of it? See how big it is?
Sure. That's in planet oracles, or?
If you open up Manus on Foundry,
Oh, perfect.
you'll see scale.
Oh, there you are. Let's do it.
Minor confined site.
Yeah, perhaps, it's not the size of a full planet, but like, or do we want to try it again?
Typical site of limited scope. You could try again.
I kind of want to try it.
Do we want it bigger? Because there's 5 options.
Large and elaborate. I like that better, which is why it sticks out.
It's right. Large and elaborate is actually right in the middle, because after that is a vast site of unfathomable complexity, and the last one, world-spanning site or mega structure. I think large, elaborate is good.
I agree.
So we got the scale. Why do we have 2 scales?
I'll get rid of it.
There you go. We have material and then outer first look. We got the outer first look. Material. Do you want to roll for material?
I can.
Ooh, there's one that says flesh-like. That'd be 2 on the nose.
That'd be a little too much, but let's see. Metallic industrial. That makes sense to me.
Okay. Cool.
Which is why people would have gone to go check it out, because it's like, oh, this looks like it was built. There's obviously some cool advanced tech here we could learn from.
Okay. We could have 2 outer first looks, or do we just? I like no obvious point of entry, actually.
Yeah, I like no obvious point of entry in the metallic industrial. Like, I think that's enough to be like, it's weird. It's just this floating giant space hand out there. We don't know what it's there for.
Okay. Yeah, let's add it in. It's kind of just like it's out of the way. Okay, I think we're good. We'll roll for the rest. So we have 1, 2. Okay, so let's do another one.
Okay.
So we have Daryl. Oh, not a derelict. Should we do a star?
Let's do a star. That sounds cool.
Okay. Type of star. There's a whole bunch.
Oh boy.
There's a smoldering red, glowing orange, burning yellow, blazing blue, young. It doesn't matter. I don't know about stars. So, what if it's an artificial star?
I like an artificial star.
What if somebody made that star?
Interesting.
Okay. One day. Okay, I'm gonna take a name from this dang.
I have the.
I have to use
ready.
it. Yeah. It has a table for everything, but does it have a table for stars? Star system. Is there a table for stars in the Starforged book?
Let's
Names?
see. Oh, my book fell. Hang on.
This guy's always dropping his books.
I know. Can you believe him?
Can you get a load of this guy?
What a turd.
Get a load of this guy.
Oracles. Here we go.
How about here we go. We got Jovian 5.
I like that.
We got Capricorn, Luminous, Nazir, Hydra 2, Baza, Osasco, Bone Gap, Dagama, Hannibal, Necros.
That's. We already have a giant floating hand. That's a little. We don't need everything to be spooky and.
Yeah. How about Solace 5 or Soto, or we have Vega Prime? Are those like names of stars? Like, what the heck? How are stars even named?
I feel as though they do. Some of them do have a Latin-esque to them.
We have Naboo. Oh, that's Star Wars. Star Wars.
Yep. I kind of liked Solace.
Okay.
Because perhaps this artificial star can be seen from Prefectus, and you can, could be like, when Solace is at its peak, or, look to Solace.
Yeah. It's spelled Solis.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much to a star. It's just that's it. It doesn't ask for anything else. So we got Solace over here. Boom. We'll put Solace right there. Okay, and well, okay, stars are easy. Well, I thought it was going to be more detailed.
Not as intricate, I guess.
We could do one more settlement, or we can go into well, let's see. You can generate stars, and that's step 5. That's optional.
Tempting.
Oh, the names were on page 302. We missed it.
Darn it.
What do we choose? What kind of star is this? I forgot.
An artificial star.
Artificial?
Mm-hmm.
Artificial star constructed by a long dead civilization. Interesting. Maybe it's closer to Manus.
Yeah, maybe it's closer to Manus. Can we move it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, and the Manus looks like it's reaching towards Solace.
Yes.
Artsy and spooky.
Yeah. Young star incubating in a molecular cloud. We can add stars later. If you want to add more stars, come back into Foundry, add a couple stars. You might see a couple more in there just because. Hey, why not? So we have 1, 2. Are we really going to say that? I don't think a star is a settlement, though.
No, it's not. I think
generate settlements is step 3, and generate stars is step 5. So I don't think
we put a star in. We jumped the gun with the stars.
We did it again.
You know what? We were like, this is cool, and you know what? Now we have a star that's reaching for the creepy space hand.
So let's do. Did we already do derelict?
Right? We haven't done a derelict yet.
We could do derelict, or we do another settlement.
It might be cool to do a derelict because maybe it's one of the relic ships that escaped like the catastrophe during our world building.
Oh, it's that old?
Like it's that old, and it's like if it was to come planet side, it wouldn't survive, the landing.
So then probably deep space?
Yeah, deep space, I would say.
Okay. So this is a deep space settlement, a derelict. You have a name?
Ooh. Let me
back to my table list. Let's see. New Congo, Baba Yaga, Geneva, Galileo, Castalia, Lahurati, Myoken, Batyam, Myrmidon, Ursa Minoris 2.
I got a Latin one I'll throw at you.
Oh, sure. Chernabog.
Hasta Salutis, the Lance of Salvation.
But then now I want to say Hasta La Vista.
Yeah, I know. Hasta's kind of yeah. Actually,
how about Calypso?
Calypso. That's perfect.
You got it. It was number 71. Okay, Calypso. Ooh, it's cold and dark. The condition. Hazardous readings for the outer first look.
Yeah, I think it's sort of
hazardous. I mean, it's old. We don't know what's going on.
It's old. It's temperamental.
Yeah. Okay. What type is it? Did we? It won't roll type. I don't know what that means. Okay. Inner first look. Well, we don't know. Okay. So that is the deep space derelict called Calypso. And then so we'll just kind of put it over there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind
It
of
drifted.
just out of the way.
Yeah, and I feel as though it probably has slowly drifted away because they're like, it's not worth.
Yeah.
Bringing back.
Let's see if there's anything we need to do before, because the city's gonna take the longest once we get into the city stuff. So zoom in on a settlement and then create a local connection. I imagine, like, I think step 8 and on will be after we build the city.
Correct. Yeah, the zooming in and the local connections of that will happen afterwards.
Okay. So we already are creating a sector map. Arrange your settlements on the map however you like. The grid isn't meant to track literal distances, but can be used as an abstract representation of wherever locations are clustered together. Okay. And so it's saying create. Okay, let's just create the basis of the city. So we just place it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So location, it's technically a settlement, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Those tables up again.
Type of settlement, is it planet side? Is that what planet side means? Like it's inside the planet?
Yeah, I mean it's up on the planet, I would assume.
It's all up in the planet.
It's all up in the planet's grill.
Yeah. Okay. This is it. What is the name of the city? Oh. Time to look at my random table list. Okay, Zeus. Got it. I'm kidding.
I just had Paradisus for paradise. But it's a little too on the nose. It's a little too much.
Santa Fe. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Artifacts, Catalan. Flying Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman.
It has city name. Let me go to city names here. Seymour. That's just gonna make me think of the song. So
yep,
I cannot, because I will start.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of breaks out into Suddenly Seymour. Valtorian City. Valtorian. Avalonia.
I mean
Watanabe.
Avalone just makes you think of Avalon, which I know is a fantasy thing somewhere.
That's fine. There's Centurion City.
No.
New Seattle.
New Seattle.
There we go.
New West Islip.
And everything is like these cool names in our main cities. New Iceland. New Seattle. Where gold reigns supreme. I notice a lot of like sci-fi, cyberpunk places are just new something.
Calyx?
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. I was like, I'm looking at the word, I'm like, it looks cool, but how does it sound?
There's a lot of new Chengdu, new Buenos Aires, new Singapore, new Taipei, new. Okay, this guy likes new Beijing, new Madrid, Polaris, Minor City, Ophelion, new Osaka, Novaris, Olympus.
Olympus is a little on the nose.
A little on the nose, even though I am down. No.
Could just go. Why don't we just call it Deus?
Deus
City.
Oof. Bakersville. That's just a city in California. Watson. This guy just took cities from California. Okay. Londiani. Well, there's a table of names in the book. Settlement name. Let's see. Let's look at these. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're grasping at straws.
How about we have Eris. There's Hyperion.
I do like Hyperion. It's got a classic sci-fi.
Yeah, Hyperion City.
Yeah.
I like Hyperion. I'm just looking at others too, just in case.
Just thinking at NPC going, "Welcome to Hyperion City."
Oh, you're right. Should we just lock it in? Because I think we'll be here forever.
Yep, lock it in. It's the first one. It's the first one we've said where we didn't immediately go.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Hyperion City is planet side.
Yes.
And then, Saturday. Huh? I want to connect it to the map like the other one.
It won't let you?
How about if I move this? Sorry, Vesper. But it works so well!
I think it's fine.
You see that? Look, we can do this. Which one do we want? Do we want Vesper there, or do we want Hyperion City?
I kind of like Vesper a little further out.
But we know it's still
like, yeah.
What if it's there?
Yeah, there we go.
We can't see the name anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it orbits around, so.
Cool. Okay. So that is, we got Hyperion City. So population?
Sure.
What are we thinking?
Tens of thousands, because this is like the city.
Tens of, the planet? Oh, wait. The planet had, so the planet already has
tens of thousands. All right, so then probably let's break that down.
Well, okay, let's actually do the actual number. This is an entire planet, no? Like the planet that we're on now, Earth, has billions.
Yeah.
So we're building out a whole planet. So Perfectus should have like
millions at least.
At least. Yeah. So not just tens of thousands. So let me just update.
Let's fix that.
Yeah.
Our planet's doing a little better than that.
Yeah, so I think tens of thousands makes sense for Hyperion City. So what do we want to say? Like, how much does Earth have? Like,
let me ask.
A lot of billions? $8.1.
Yeah. I have 8.2 billion? Yeah, 8.2 billion.
So what do we want to say? We don't have to be that much.
No, I think a good chunk of our civilization in the catastrophe is gone. So I would say maybe like
3
million?
A billion, you mean?
Yeah, 3 billion. Yeah.
Billion. I was like, million, that's not a lot.
Yeah, less than half. Yeah, more than half the previous civilization is just gone.
Okay. 3 billion on this planet.
Yes.
And who knows? There's other planets. But who knows? We'll explore when we can.
They have fallen from the light of Hyperion City.
Yeah. So we not look upon them. So now tens of thousands makes sense for Hyperion City.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, Starforged, it doesn't ask for much in terms of the city, and I really wanted to flesh out the city.
Yeah, this is like Hyperion City is like what is going to be like central to at least the first arc of the story. So it makes sense for us to have a little more in there.
Yeah. A little more to chew on. So I have a couple of things that we can do. There is a game called Microscope, but that is just about the history of a place. And that's just us doing that. And then there's I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic? Which is actually a city building story game.
Ooh.
So I would say let's just choose one or the other, because they both take up can take up a full session.
I mean, I do love the idea of just by the name of alone. I was skimming through a little bit of it when you sent it to me. I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic?
Yeah. So you want to go with that one?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Cool. There is potential to meet again for history if we really wanted to, but
or it could be something we could just bring up on the fly during sessions, or share notes between each other in between sessions, and then when something from history is relevant to the story we're telling in that moment, then it could be a moment to be like, here's a lore drop.
Okay. Should we curate the passages real quick?
Yes.
So this entire map, it says, which is step 7. Next, you'll set passages for the sector. A passage is a charted route among the drifts. Spacers rely on these routes for travel and trade. Think of it like using a GPS and freeways to drive to a distant city. From a gameplay perspective, it means we can, so if there is a passage, we can just set a course, but if we don't know it, it is undertake an expedition.
That makes sense.
So I know there's so for Terminus, we can only make 3 passages.
Okay. Well, I think the easiest one right there is from Perfectus to Vesper. That is a easy passage. That is...
Oh, for sure. So
that...
So I can just draw like a little line. See that? Oh.
Yep.
So that's one passage. So draw the passages as lines. Each passage must do one of 2 things: connect 2 settlements, connect a settlement to the edge of your sector map, leading to another sector. So we can make 2 more passages because we're in Terminus.
Okay.
So what do you think? It Vesper to... Does 1 to Calypso make sense or no?
I think 1 to Calypso does make sense because it was part of the initial trajectory to get to Perfectus. So I think there is a easy way to get to Calypso, and perhaps from Calypso that is sort of it is already kind of on the fringe of the sector we're working on. So it could be that line to go beyond, where Calypso's once you've crossed Calypso, you are beyond the site of the golden law of 7. You are beyond it. Calypso's the last thing you would see.
Okay.
Does that make sense, or is that a little too...
Yeah, gotcha. We can make 1 more. If I'm understanding this correctly, it says 3 passages for Terminus.
Mm-hmm. I want to say...
There could be 1 from Manus to Solus.
I think that's it. Manus to Solus, because the hand is reaching for Solus. And so it's an almost pinpoint. You can get to that from there.
So, yeah, it'll be like this. But from Vesper to Manus, we still need to we still need to explore it more.
Yes, and I think I know why, because I think what happens here is that Manus tends to drift. And so it's never in the same place for very long. So it's not the easiest thing to correspond. But once you know where Manus is, you can get to Solus.
Once you know where... Right. Yeah.
Because no matter where Manus is, it's pointing towards Solus. It's reaching towards Solus. So you know how to get there from that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Sci-fi shit.
Yeah. The sci-fi gobbledygook, you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This is a good starting point. I'm zooming out a little bit. This is good.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Okay. So we have Hyperion City. We did the passages. Let's see what's next. zoom in on a settlement. Choose one of the settlements. First look, settlement trouble, atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. And then create a local connection. Okay, we'll get to it. So I'm going to close my book for now.
Put my book away after it fell down.
So there is, I'm sorry, did you say street magic? Basically is we just kind of take turns going back and forth. It's just us two. Like they recommend 4 to 5 players, but they say 2 to 6 works, but 4 to 5 is ideal. That's fine. We'll make it work.
Two-hand the volleying.
Yeah. Let me send you a link. Well, actually, you should have a link to this Notion page I made. The Iron Rising campaign hub.
Oh, okay.
There is a city ledger, and this is kind of where I was jotting everything down.
All right. Pulling up the Iron Rising campaign hub. There we are. You're going to the city ledger, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Ooh.
Do you see?
Here we go. Yes.
Okay, so those are just examples. So if I'm understanding correctly, the basic loop is just I wrote it down. But the book also says, so we're playing this online. If you're playing digitally, you'll need some other method of organizing information. You can play in your online, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It consists of multiple rounds of play. It might run anywhere from 3 to 5 hours.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Let's just see how far we get. If anyone's playing this game for the first time, you should explain. I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic is a city building story game? We take turns exploring our city. By the end of the game, we will have created a place that none of us could have imagined alone. Our agenda as players is to create a vibrant and multifaceted city, to fill that city with life and personality, and to expand on each other's ideas together. Unlike many tabletop games, I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic is played without a game master or facilitator. The game goes back and forth between phases of independent and collaborative creation. At times, we will decide on certain aspects of the city as a group, but on your turn, each of us has complete control over what we add to the city.
Rad. I'm in.
Okay. Player safety. Yeah.
Safety disclaimers.
Yes, we're safe. We're safe.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Lines and bells. Yeah, we did this already. Okay. So first step, setting the tone. So show this page to the players and read. Do you want to read that?
Sure. Show this page to your fellow players and read. The first part of creating our city is establishing its tone, the color and textures of the setting we want to explore. As a table, let's decide on 3 adjectives that will set the mood for Hyperion City. We should pick at least one from the list below, but we don't have to limit ourselves to these options.
Okay. So let's see. I'm going to write this down. Adjectives, right? Describing words. What are the 3 things that I would say? I'm going to say sprawling or vast.
I like vast.
Vast? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a big city, and is there any big American cities we're thinking of that are similar?
I mean, my brain goes to like
or media cities and media, like sci-fi cities and media.
I mean, you always think of like Metropolis, and then I'm also thinking like going into sci-fi-ish. I'm thinking maybe I think it could scale from things like what Coruscant looks like.
Yes. Yeah.
From good old Star Wars.
Yeah. Coruscant is a good. Let me look at it one more time. I can definitely picture it in my head. I think Coruscant is huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's got massive, tall spires and cities, but then also it's like very vibrant. Like there's a lot of moving traffic. There's a lot of activity for both lower class and upper class characters and.
Yeah. Also, okay, but like we established in our last phase. I do want it somehow. I want it to be a coastal city.
Well, we can take that, and then I'm thinking of the opening scene, or chapters, if you read it, of Dune, where the Atreides home is like a beautiful estate off the coast.
Right. Oh wait, that's in the movie, no?
It's in the film. It's in the film too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I want to say, part 1 has a scene.
Yeah, it's like a lush planet of mostly cliff sides, and then all these cliff sides are just like piercing out of the sea, and then and I'm thinking we could take that, where like the planet is bountiful, but I think the most common terrain is just all these jutted cliff sides and plateaus just coming out of the sea, and then on that the buildings and cities are sort of like sprawling upwards, and then we could have like these impossibly long bridges that branch between the cliffside terrains to different districts or things like that. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. So that's what Coruscant. I'm looking at a picture of Coruscant at night. It is like a vast, like huge, like it does make sense to like public transportation is probably like flying vehicles, just like in Coruscant, just like because that makes sense.
Yeah.
This place is huge. Okay. Okay, so we only got one adjective before we went off. Let's see.
That's par for the course.
There's dynamic, eclectic.
I was looking at eclectic, and I was also looking at ornate.
Ornate is a good one. Is it all over? Is it ornate though?
I think they try to keep up appearances in most districts.
Most districts? Okay.
Yeah, I think because the appearance of everything looking great and pretty and wonderful is like part of the goal of control. It's like everything's fine.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Exactly where we were going.
Oh, we're creating Ba Sing Se. We're playing sci-fi Ba Sing Se. Okay.
Yep.
Vast, ornate, ruthless is what I'm looking at, because it definitely is.
It's definitely
That
ruthless.
underbelly is, yeah. Do we agree on ruthless?
Yes, I agree on ruthless.
Okay. Because I was thinking like vast ornate is like it's too nice. We got to get that raw one in there. Okay. So this is the color and the texture of the setting we want to explore. This is the tone. So next, once you have settled on 3 adjectives, write them on a blank index card. Place this card at the center of the table or where everyone can see it. Did you write them down, or?
I have vast, ornate, and ruthless. I have good old sticky notes open.
Okay, cool. I have a good old sticky note on my desk. Okay.
Oh, really?
I got whoa! There we go. Okay. Okay. We use these words to start a brief conversation about our city. Let's come up with a big picture idea. Is it modern? Riffing on a city that we're all familiar with? Is it set in the past or in a strange, speculative future? Do ghosts exist? Do robots? Do talking animals? Keep this discussion about tone and genre brief. Advocate for your own interests, but pay attention to what excites your fellow players. Paint with broad strokes, and don't fill in too many details. Give yourselves room to be surprised and delighted as the game unfolds. So we're just going to say like basic stuff right now. We're not going to get too into it. So based on the adjectives, which I will...
Vast, ornate, ruthless.
So vast, I'll write it in the ruthless.
Looks okay. Just to check in, it looks like there's an echo on you on the YouTube.
For me?
Yeah, thank you, Ken, and welcome. I don't hear it, but
656. Very cool stream. Oh, I have an echo. Echo. No Limelight Production said good evening. Hi. Oh, I see why. 1 second.
No worries.
You decide to tell me an hour and a half in?
Come
on.
I actually sent you in a chat here, just to not interrupt the flow of conversation, 30 minutes ago.
Where did you send it?
In the little chat here in VDO.
Dude, I'm not even looking at that. You have to, okay, next time you have to tell me. You just have to say it. I'm looking at other stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
It should be gone now.
My bad.
Wow, Michael, you knew for 30 minutes.
I mean, I was trying to, and I thought it was like something you just saw and did, and I'm like, oh, she's on this. So I over assumed, and that is my fault. My bad.
I blame you.
Yeah, it is completely on me. It's fine.
Okay, we got the adjectives. Next is, I think it should be fixed. I don't know if anybody's like, if Ken is still listening.
People keep jumping in and out from what I can see.
Okay. There we go. I will keep YouTube chat up this time. I didn't have it up. Okay. So let's have a brief conversation. Let's come up with big picture ideas. So basic, it's modern, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sci-fi. It says, is it riffing on a city that we're all familiar with? Yeah, I would say one of the touchstones is Coruscant. We'll say, right?
Very much, yeah.
Very
much utopia metropolis thing going on.
Okay, what else? What else does it have?
I mean, obviously robots exist, but they are of the laboring class, so I think they are not seen as very often. But I think, and we also said, I think a lot of transportation here is through like flying vehicles, whether they're from the largest like freighters carrying things to small, speed bikes or boards for the adolescents.
Okay. Yeah.
And
it's set in the future.
Mm-hmm. Very much set in the future.
It's sci-fi. Big strokes ideas.
I'm also taking a little bit of inspiration from things like Cyberpunk and Blade Runner, where I think the city is polluted with illumination. There's lights on all the time in building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like if Vegas went on forever. Like there's just lights up for everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's, on one hand, it's to promote like that everything's great, everything's fine, but also is a form of like subliminal surveillance where like, that Violet that is posting ads for, the latest drink, inside of that ads platform is an actual like observation bot that reports, how many people are looking at it, what's going on at that time.
Wait, you're diving too deep.
Sorry, we're gonna reel it back in.
Bring it back in. Stop it. Okay. Big picture idea is that it's just lights are on all the time.
Lights are on all the time. Constantly. Okay. Doesn't see the utopia that never sleeps.
Yes. That's probably why you like going to to Vesper, because you're like, well, goddamn, I can finally see the stars.
Yeah.
I think it would drive Celine crazy. I think it would be too quiet for her.
Yeah, it's very much the introvert versus the extrovert.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, because I am an introvert in real life. I would actually probably would like Vesper.
I am also just an introvert.
Okay. Paint with broad brushstrokes. Don't fill in too many details. Anything else? Any big picture ideas for the city? It's vast, ornate, and ruthless. It's vast, ornate. It probably has some dedicated like arenas.
Yeah, arenas for sporting events, for concerts, even for like the governing, like bronze governing body probably has a large floor where they do that stuff, like sci-fi Wall Street. Basically,
just think of what they do in Star Wars, where it's like that huge room with hundreds of people, and there's that person in the middle like floating around. So basically that.
Yep.
It's also ruthless, so I think it has a very large, intricate like prison system. That's all.
Yes, I think, and I also think that the prison system is like mostly employs the Greys, so that's I'm trying to think. Yeah,
most are Greys. We have some. I mean, there's like
probably some blues for efficiency, bronzes and management.
Just like any prison system, I think it's majority Gray, but like you have some blues in there. We're going too deep.
Yep. Reel it in.
Oh
no! Reel it in.
If it's ruthless, what else does it have?
I think we said it has big arenas. I think one of those arenas is for public punishment. Whether it's punishment by ridicule.
No, don't go too deep.
No, I think everything is made a spectacle, even crime and punishment.
Okay, true.
It's almost a repeat of like what history was like before TV and stuff, like in old medieval villages and during the Renaissance time. Sometimes the exciting thing to do for the day was to go watch the public hanging or the guy coming to get the head cut off and stuff like that. Because that guy was everyone hated this guy in town. We're gonna go watch him get beheaded or get set on fire or whatever. Because it's the only interesting thing happening in your village.
Yeah, because they didn't have reality TV.
No, that was their reality TV.
That's their trash. That's their trash TV.
They go see public theater. They go watch the courts. They go watch the guy get tomatoes thrown at him, and then
Mm-hmm. Because it's vast, it has absolutely everything that you need. That's my big idea. That's my big picture idea.
Can I interest you in everything all of the time?
Ornate. What's the big picture idea? Because it's ornate.
Statues.
Statues?
There are statues of like founding or prominent gold people from history, I think, in various districts, in various parts of districts.
Okay. I want to say there are also large pillars. They're like spires for each district.
Yes.
And so it will say, maybe it'll say the word gold or bronze or blue, or maybe it's just the color. Like just large spires that are just kind of blocky, and they're placed like maybe in the middle of that district.
Yeah, to be like the center. You are here.
yeah, you are here. This is the center of the blue district. It's a large kind of blue structure, and maybe because there's lights, a beam of light shoots up of that color. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if there's, bronze is brown, so it's like a brown light just shooting up. I don't know.
Well, it's like you can put a touch of orange in bronze. So yeah.
Okay. Are we good on this?
I feel pretty good. I think before we've had to reel in a couple of times. I think we got the broad strokes.
This is why session 0 went 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, laying foundations. Once you have set the tone of the city, you're ready to move on to the next step. Before you really start exploring the city, you will begin by adding just a few cards to the table to spark everyone's imagination. If one player is facilitating the game, they should lead. Otherwise, the player who most recently rode public transit should go first.
I was on public transit last week.
Oh,
I think that's it. I don't know.
Wow. I thought it was going to be hard for us to figure out who was last.
No, I met up with a friend from college.
What? I'm trying to think the last time I rode public transit. Public transit? That's like trains and stuff, right?
Trains or buses or planes, trains, and automobiles,
It's going to sound crazy. Maybe when I was in Korea, like 2 years ago. I feel like that's the last time. Other than that, I've been in America and you need a car.
Yeah.
And I have one. So, oof. Wow. You know what? I am living a very blessed life to have a car. And I'm grateful now that I think about it. So, sounds like you, buddy.
All right. So let's we explore... Section exploring the neighborhood and follow the instructions. Explain your thoughts to the table as you do. How is this particular neighborhood essential to the city's existence? Make what makes it different from other parts of the city. Walk through the process of creating a neighborhood's true name. Make sure everyone has a grasp on it. And once you've created this neighborhood, introduce your fellow player in broad strokes to the idea of visiting a landmark, pointing out a close relationship between the landmark and the neighborhood in which it's nested. Once you are done, play moves, and this person passes around the table. Every player should add a neighborhood landmark. Okay. I mean, all of our districts have names based on the color, I think.
The blue district? Just keep
the blue
it simple?
district? Yeah, I think just keep it simple. I think it's easy. I think it's easier, A, for us, and then B, for society, for the game's fictional society.
Yeah. It says naming the city. If you don't worry. Oh, we have the name.
Hyperion City. Welcome to Hyperion City.
Bienvenue, Hyperion City. The basic overview of a round is one player declares the compass. That's the theme or subject of exploration, and then that player's then you wander the city, and you add a new card, a neighborhood, a landmark, or resident to the table, and that card reflects the compass or the theme, going back and forth. Finally, the player who declared the compass holds an event to close out the round. During an event, each player takes on a voice of the city. This is the part I didn't understand, the voice of the city part, but maybe when we get to it, we'll. Okay, so declaring the compass, that's you, because you're the last one to take transportation.
Yes. Anything can be a compass: a neighborhood, a landmark, a resident, an institution, a lineage, an object, a broad theme or concept as big or as small as you want. A compass can be an idea that already exists in play or something that you make up right on the spot. That's usually what I do. For the first few compasses of the game, consider building off of ideas your fellow players have already expressed excitement in, especially ideas not already explored during the foundation. All right, my brain is already going like, well, why don't we start from the lower end and build our way up to the gold district? Let's start from the bottom and go up.
Got it.
So our first district then would be the red district.
Yep. Okay.
And immediately, I think the red district is more or less just an industrial park. It is just factories and freight areas, manufacturing. All construction happens in the red because that is where all the labor is done, and things are constantly moving. It's almost like ants constantly moving. Like they bring things in, they repair them or build them, they send them out, and they keep moving like clockwork.
Yeah.
And because this is,
you know what I was thinking? Oh no, this is your thing.
Oh.
Wait. Are you on Wandering the City? This is you should go to page 22. That's where you need to go.
22. Okay, exploring the neighborhood. All right. A title. This is what the denizens of the city call this neighborhood on a daily basis. It's the red district.
Okay, there we go. In Notion, you'll create a new page.
All right.
And then you'll click inside of it. If you open it up, you'll see title, neighborhood name.
Mm-hmm. Red district. Reputation. It is the hub of all pretty much all manual labor done by the Reds.
Okay, in a couple sentence, describe out loud the neighborhood's general vibe. So what was the couple sentence?
The general vibe of the red district is it is constantly moving and is in a constant state of oppressed labor. Like this is where everything has to be moving, and if something falls out of sync, it is beaten back into sync. Okay.
How would you write that in like a quick summary?
I think it is a perpetual state of forced manufacturing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep the reputation brief. What you say out loud is more important than what you jot down. Just note a few words to jog your memory. Okay. Next is the true name. It's really, true name is just 2 or 3 descriptive like sensory images that what's the vibe?
It is.
It's more adjectives, descriptive words. So
orderly oppression.
Okay. Was that one word or is that one phrase?
One phrase. Orderly oppression.
Okay.
The automaton habit. The automaton domicile. It's where the automatons work, live, and exist unless they're needed elsewhere.
Okay.
So I'll put that in there.
Okay. They can be tactile details of the space, but they can just as easily be metaphorical or symbolic abstractions intended to elicit an idea or personality more than a literal representation.
And I think it's also where a spark of rebellion hides.
Hotbed of rebellion.
Yeah.
Hotbed, a spark of rebellion could be one word.
Yep.
Oh, phrase.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
All right. And we did the true name. Visiting a landmark. A landmark is the second highest tier of cards you can play to build your city. They must be played within a pre-existing neighborhood card. A neighborhood can and often will contain multiple landmarks. To visit a new landmark, take a blank index card and write an L on the top left corner. Give the following 3 key elements: a title, an address, and a true name. So this is just a part of the red district.
Yes, and I think, hold on, playing the game, rounds of play. So you declared the compass, that player wanders the city, and then moving clockwise, well, just back and forth, just me and you, each player takes a turn wandering the city, adding a new card of their own to the table. Finally, the player who declared the compass, which is you, holds an event. So we're gonna, each player takes a turn adding a new card of their own. Finally, I guess we could just keep going until we're done. But I think, I'm going to add, each player takes a turn wandering the city. Do you want to go back and forth? So I'll add a landmark and then you add a resident?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So visiting a landmark, exploring a neighborhood. Let's see. Landmarks are the second highest tier of cards that you can play to build your city. They must be played within that neighborhood. A neighborhood can and often will contain multiple landmarks. To visit a new landmark. Did you just read this?
Yep.
Just like a neighborhood should have a common name that people call it in their day-to-day lives. Okay. So this is a landmark inside. You know what? I'm going to call it. Oh, sorry. I just wrote it in neighborhood. This is a landmark. I'm going to open up landmark. I'm going to say it's a bar, because like in Star Wars, they had bars for droids.
Yeah, they did.
They don't eat, but they still like have places where they can.
They need fuel. They need, they need their upkeep, and they need,
Yeah, I'm calling it the Pulse Lounge. I just found it on the Great Book of Random Tables.
Hell yeah.
The address is what did it say about the address again? Street. It could be the actual street name, but it also could be something more poetic. It's the heart of the neighborhood. It's off the beaten path. There's several stories up. Where is it? I guess. The Pulse Lounge. No, this is mine.
Okay, sorry.
Hey,
it's you. I apologize. I'll reel it.
Reel it back. Reel it back in. I'm going to say it is. I'm gonna say, it said off the beaten path. I'm gonna take it. I like it. I'm gonna say off the beaten path. It's kind of hard to find for most people. Probably like in between. It's like in an alleyway, and the door looks pretty normal. It's like almost missable.
A sci-fi dive bar.
Yeah. And it's in the red district. There we go. And what else does it need? It needs There's no residence. It needs a true name. Similar to a neighborhood, each landmark has its own true name. However, this should be more specific. What makes it unique? What makes it irreplaceable? What can you touch, smell, or taste? Okay, so 3 things that kind of describe this bar. I'm going to say clean.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a lot of the reds are very relaxed here. So it has a very relaxed and open feel to it. And I'm going to say hidden. Even if it's not hidden per se, like the reds know where it's at. I want to say it's their spot. This is like where they come to feel safe and like decompress from the day. So that's the Pulse Lounge. And that's in the red district. So next is, let's see. When you're finished, place a landmark so that one corner rests. The next player begins their turn. So now you're making a resident, either inside the landmark.
I kind of want to make it in the landmark.
Okay.
All right, so making a resident. So the same sort of thing. Let's see, like neighborhoods and landmarks, each resident needs a title, common name they're known by all. Let a resident's title inform their personality and vice versa. Write their title at the top of the card and their pronouns next to that. Describe the resident briefly to the table. If they have a noteworthy profession or other important qualities, feel free to write that information down, but don't spend too much time writing.
Hey, yeah.
I'm emphasizing that. And then, like neighborhoods and landmarks, every resident also needs a true name. Unlike neighborhoods or landmarks, however, the resident's true name is established through collaboration during a vignette or a short scene in which all players participate. So I'm going to say this resident's name is T1 and 0, but prefers to be called Tino.
I think other reds would call him Tino.
Yeah.
But most people call the reds
T1
by their designee. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Tino is androgynous, like a they them. Like it's very I think Tino's very generic.
Okay. Androgynous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Description, I said androgynous, but I can also say, like, I think Tino is very Tino is lithe and unassuming, I want to say.
Okay.
A smaller red, unassuming. So we're gonna say would have worked perhaps as more of a secretarial red, less so than a labored red, like more like working in like office clerk things or like a personal assistant or something like that.
Okay.
Lithe, unassuming, and I'm trying to think of give it like a physical description as well, like just sort of like trying to think of what Tino looks like. Tino's very lithe, unassuming. I think clean cut, like very fresh, well put together. Clean cut. Location, I believe they are going to be at the Pulse Lounge.
Yeah. So you just click on the Pulse Lounge if it pops up.
Pulse Lounge location. Let's see, it's a little let me red district. And
that's fine. Yeah, true name. Some
I think Tino.
Well, because this one says true name. Unlike neighborhoods and landmarks, a resident's true name is established through collaboration during a vignette. That's a short scene in which all players participate.
Okay.
Framing a vignette. It's a brief glimpse into the resident's daily life. So you embody the resident, and then the other players play various aspects of the setting, the weather. Oh, I can play the weather. Okay.
I think this Hey, Maya is playing the traffic. Okay, so let's say I kind of depict we open up within the Pulse Lounge. There's dim but like almost like soothing red and orange lights in here, and there are a few small benches and tables where there's little fueling stations for the Reds that they can take either directly into their body or can pour into glasses to drink and have a little bit more of a humanity to their respite. And behind the counter where some of the fueling stations are is Tino. Tino has thrown on a sort of like a very fine sort of like apron that someone like a bar person would have, and puts that on, and then also puts a fancy little bow tie that they keep inside of a pocket that they sort of like only seem like they put on when they walk in, and put it a little askew to kind of have a little sense of freedom in like not looking so orderly but still looking kind of professional. And I think Tino is making sure all the fuel pumps are set and is going to adjust the flavor of the fuel for the day.
So Tino works at the Pulse Lounge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think there's going to be a young kid who runs in, not a red, probably a young blue child, runs in, might be like a street urchin type. And the kid, I think everybody just kind of accepts the kid. His name is, we'll call him Jake.
All right.
Runs in, he hops up on top of the stool. He says, "Hiya, Tino."
Well, good morning, Jake. What are you gallivanting about this day?
Well, my mom says I have to go to school, but I'm thinking about skipping.
School is a way to improve your skills and enlarge your great mind.
Yeah,
are you sure you want to do that?
It's boring. They just talk about science and wounds and how to make people feel better. It's boring. But if I come out and hang out with you, I don't have to do it.
That is true. It is not boring here. And I think Tino goes underneath the bar and has a little cooling box and opens up, and there's, as we described in our learning phase, I think a lot of drinks come in these like Capri Sun-esque pouches, and she has some that have like more has like a citrusy flavor. She grabs one that's like has a strawberry and a banana attached to it. They effortlessly like jab a finger in and then put a small tube in and then hand it over to Jake like a little juice box and like treat it. Yeah.
Do you have any food?
Well, not any that you might particularly like, but let me see what I have. And Tina will go down, and next to the cooling box is another small thing that they open, and inside are pieces of wrapped candy that Tino would have picked up in different sort of parts of working. I think Tino, like outside of working the Pulse Lounge, Tino works in a lot of like food safety areas, and I think is more, like I said, a clerical service Red. So cleaning up garbage would include discarded food and wrappers and candies and things. And I think sometimes what Tino would do is collect some of the untarnished things that are just thrown out willy-nilly and keeps them and collects them in a sort of way, just as a sort of, again, another act of like creative freedom, and finds one that's like has like a red, it's like a red gumball and like a wrapper.
Yeah.
This does not consummate a meal, but I do think you will find it delicious, and offers the gumball.
Whoa. He like immediately takes it, and then there's another kid who like peeks his head in through the door. He's like, "Jake, let's go." He goes, "Oh, Tino, I have an appointment with a goat. Bye."
Good to see you, Jake. And again, you were never here. And then mischievously puts a finger up to their lips.
And he does the same as he rushes off.
Mm-hmm.
I think these vignettes are cool. I think it would make the game like 6 hours long if we did it for every person.
Yeah, I think it would. Although it was fun to experiment for the first time, and I liked that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to throw a kid at me. But that was great. What
would we say his true name is, based on that then?
I think Tino is a sort of a peacemaker. I think Tino tries to live above the oppression in a way of offering, treating everyone the same, whether they're a red or not.
Your camera's super blurry.
Oh no!
You see how I told you now and not 30 minutes later? Okay.
Yes, I am a terrible, terrible person, and I should know that the error of my ways. Thank you.
Listen, people, you got to remind people that they're.
Let's do it immediate.
That they're bad. Okay, so we'll just give them a true name. I think the vignette is a good idea if we had more time.
Mm-hmm.
If we weren't going for like 7 districts,
I'm gonna put open-hearted automaton.
Okay.
Which is very unlike, very peculiar, but I think exists, and I think it's more common than people that are not reds would know, but they really try to not show it, because if they do, it could be reasons to become retired. Because, sparks of individuality are the first steps.
Oh yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Holding an event. So after everyone has wandered the city during the current round, the player who first declared the compass, by creating an event that changes or alters the city in some way. So it should be related to the compass, so that is the red district. Mm-hmm. They're a good way to tie up loose ends, chance to highlight an aspect that was unexplored, or to recontextualize other elements of the city. It's always connected to the neighborhood, a landmark, or a resident.
Mm-hmm.
So describe the event in a sentence or two.
In regards to what we just did, I think the event that happens here is, it's sort of like in my head, is like camera pins to, Tino's waiting for another automaton to come in that usually comes in after a specific hour, gets a more syrupy flavored fuel, and they never show up. And the reason that red doesn't show up is because we cut to the workyard where that red has malfunctioned and has begun to lash out at a couple of grays, and is eventually overwhelmed and broken to pieces.
So what would we call that event?
I think we would call that an incident.
Oh, I mean, like, how would you describe it in a couple sentences?
Oh. When reds are oppressed, and when they fight back, they are quickly and cruelly punished.
I think it has to be specific, right?
I guess when of
this situation, it's like a headline for a news story.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Red breaks down and
blah, blah, blah. Red breaks down amidst. I'm trying to think what would happen. Oh, red breaks down amidst disagreement with grays.
Okay. Yeah.
Or perhaps, I'll get that reel back. I'm already going somewhere. Reel it back.
I see. He can't help it, you guys.
Just gotta take just a sip. Don't take a gulp. All right, I can go ahead and make that event. So it needs a name. It's a name. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see what is next. There is Voices of the City. Each player gets a chance to respond to the event by taking on a voice of the city. In doing so, the players are not embodying specific residents, but rather the myriad perspectives and viewpoints of the community, especially members of the city who may be impacted by the event. Ask a question. As a voice of the city, each player does one of the 3 following actions. You ask a question, you state an opinion, or you show a consequence. So, if I'm going to make a consequence because of this event, I'm just going to say it's a temporary one. I'm going to say, like, for the next 2 weeks, the reds, like the grays, have cracked down even harder because of this on red surveillance.
Yes.
So,
and because of that, Tino sees fewer of of their colleagues at the Pulse Lounge because they can't slip away to the Pulse Lounge like they used to.
Okie dokie. Is it just create one? As a voice, each player does one. Okay, do you have one? You have a question or an opinion that people of the city would have on this situation?
I think the opinion people would have. I think the other colors, I'm just going to immediately jump to blues just because they are the logical type. The blues would see this as, they would look at it as, they were 0.5% less efficient that day because of that incident, and now they're 0.5% behind. And so the grays also get punished by the blues to be like, you need to work harder, you're getting less breaks because clearly you can't watch everything.
Okay. I don't think it happened at you connected it to the Pulse Lounge landmark, but it didn't happen there, right?
No, it didn't. I don't know why I went to Pulse Lounge. My bad. I'm going to remove that. I'm just going to put Red District.
Yeah, Red District. Okay, yeah. Do you want to add in that? What is it? Maybe it's a consequence or an opinion?
Do I see? I don't see consequence or opinion here in the events, or is it going to be just?
Well, you write it here
Summary?
in the red. No, where you see where I said consequence. Just make another bullet point.
I don't know why I don't see it. I might be stupid. Hang on.
Reds suppressed amidst disagreement with grays.
Yes, I see that. And then just a new page.
Did you? Can you open it?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't see anything inside of it?
I just see reds amidst. Oh, wait. Here we go. Open. There we go.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see. Voice of the city. So, I'll
sounds
put
like you.
Consequence.
Yeah, sounds like you made a consequence. Another one.
I could just make it an opinion. The blues look at it as a, logically as a lack of, efficiency that day. Like not even caring about the
it doesn't have to be. It could be there's multiple consequences.
Yeah.
So, and you were saying that a red malfunctioned, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that is the full round. I do think we need to be a little bit quicker.
Yeah, but it was also our first one.
Yeah, but now we know how it plays.
Mm-hmm. And we can move a little faster, or like just instead of going fully into little scenes, we can just.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do the scenes.
Yeah, I think we can just go to a true name or.
Yeah. What's the next color? There's 7.
That would be the grays.
We got her. You're right. And what's the correct way to spell gray?
G.
I say AY.
Yeah, that's also what I did. AY.
Okay. I'm going to say gray. I was going to say gay district. This is the gay district.
Very different from what the gray district.
That's. Oh my God! Is that a landmark? It's like a. Oh, no, that's in the violet district for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the reputation? So where are we?
So I believe you take
page 22. Okay.
Yeah, you take this part on first.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off. Got the neighborhood, the title. This is what the denizens call it. What's its reputation? In a couple sentences, describe out loud the neighborhood's general vibe. I'm going to say I like this suggestion. I think it's predominantly commercial, and it's more like a. This is a district that's more. There's not a lot of color here. I want to say it's very plain. and it's
just monochromatic misery.
Yeah. It's very plain. It's a little bit more lively than the red district.
Mm-hmm.
Its reputation. So I'm going to say in a couple sentence, this is a plain commercial district of hard workers and sweat.
Yeah.
True name. Some words to describe it. I'm going to say rough and tumble, and then you can figure out what that means.
Mm-hmm.
It's the gray district, so I'm going to say fight clubs. I'm also going to say training facilities. It's kind of the things that are just there as well. A little rough. I think that's it. Got the reputation. I did the true name. Now it's the time for a landmark, and then I'm gonna throw it to you.
That is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want a landmark for this gray district, and I've already got a name. We're gonna call it the Club and Hammer.
The Club and Hammer. Okay. Yep. Is it a club?
No, it is not.
Aw.
It is a training facility for like the neophyte, like the lower level grays to like start their training, and it's where they begin to get beaten into this martial lifestyle.
Oh, okay. Let's write that down.
Yep. All right. Address, I think it is in the heart of the district, because that's where you are brought to the center, and then because ideally grays start at the center and they branch out.
Yeah, makes sense.
And
true name.
The true name. Well, yeah, I think it is the progenitor, like it is the progenitor of the gray lifestyle. It is the beginnings where youth is broken and rebuilt into the grays are broken and rebuilt into weapons.
Okay.
Both mind and body.
Okay.
Yep, I think that says it all.
I think what makes it okay. Okay, so next is resident, right?
Yep. Back to you.
A resident. These guys can have regular names. Let me go look at my
why do
names.
I feel like I've grays have very blunt names?
I'm gonna say, I like Ronin.
Oh yeah, that's good.
This is Ronin. And then a description for Ronin. Ronin is Ronin, and then sorry, I forgot the pronouns. He, him. Describe this resident briefly to the table if they have any noteworthy profession or other important qualities. I'm going to say his name is Ronin, but he's very short and stout. A short and stout man, mid-40s, but he is very intimidating.
Where he lacks in height, he makes up for with aggression.
Yeah, I think people look down on him since he was young, and so he's had to prove himself.
He responds to them looking down at him with an uppercut to the chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, gray district, not the red district. And the true name, we're not going to do a scene, but I'm going to say that if we did do a scene, it would be like when he was like a little kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it would show that he is tough. He's a little mean. He's tough. I'm going to say he's angry. I think he's just angry all the time.
Yeah. Feels.
You think you're like, hey, maybe if I dig a little bit deeper, there's a little muffin under there. There's not.
Nope. I mean, there is a muffin, but it's a mean muffin.
It's a really mean muffin. You don't want to bite into it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's tough. He's tough. He's angry and blunt, is what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
That is Ronan. Next is an event.
Ooh, I ended up with the event again. Okay, let's see. Ronan. Oh no, I guess does it have to involve Ronan or no?
It should involve like the neighborhood at least.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to throw Ronan in. I'm going to say Ronan is promoted as new officer of new training officer at the Club and Hammer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's been working for it. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he's been working there and now he's a training officer.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and do that real quick. New training officer, and we open that, and the summary is Ronan is promoted to a mentor status.
Okay.
Club entrusted to train new Greys.
Entrusted to train new Greys. Yep. I like it.
Yep.
Okay. And so I'm going to add a opinion. How about that?
Do it.
I'm just going to keep it simple. There are many other Greys who are jealous and wanted that position.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. That's what the Grey District thinks of this.
They are always ambitious and trying to one up each other.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What about you? Question?
I'm gonna put question. Hang on, okay. I got a good question.
Okay.
Question. Ronan wasn't originally up for the job. How did he suddenly get the promotion?
Ooh, yeah, that's just what people are thinking. That's going around the rumor mill. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okie dokie. And then let me just go up. After we got a resident, we got an event. And then there's altering the city. Events change at any point during the event phase. The player who declared the event may select a card or cards on the table. They feel have been changed because of this event.
Oh, because so if something happened with the gray district because of that event we just made, would something change in the red district? Which I don't think this necessarily, because we made it like they're part of the training regiment, like they didn't do anything else.
Yeah. Okay, completing an event. The player who declared it is the last player to take on the voice of the city. In this way, they have the last word on the event. I think that was you.
I just did so then a last word on the gray district?
Yeah. The player who declared the event is the last player to take on a voice. But I mean, you were technically the last player because you went after me.
Okay. So then that would mean we would...
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Round is over.
Yeah, nothing altered here. Just there's a new asshole trainer in the Grays.
Okay. Let's do one more district and then take a break.
That sounds good.
Okay.
So here's my question for you. I'm not sure. I know we kind of had the very bottom of our case system covered, where it's reds at the bottom, then the grays, and then golds are obviously at the top. The Sables don't necessarily have their own district. They're kind of just
Right.
unseen, so we don't have to worry about them. But did we really figure out, was it bronze just underneath gold and then the blues and the violets? Or would the violets be technically higher than the blues because of their cultural impact?
No, technically blues are on top of violet.
Okay, so then I just want to make sure the order was correct. Okay, so then the violets would be next.
Yes.
The Violet District would be next.
Yep.
Here we go.
Violet.
The Violet District.
What's the reputation? So it's like one sentence.
A state of I think it's a perfect storm of euphoria.
The Violet District?
Mm-hmm. I think this is where other districts go to forget about their lives and just feel things and, escape. And on one hand, the Violet District does that, but on the other hand, it does that on purpose to keep you from ever trying to rise, ever trying to think you're better than where you're supposed to be. And I think it's a perfect storm of euphoria. I'm a little proud of myself for that one.
Patting yourself on the back.
I gotta do that more often for my own mental health. I gotta do that more often. So I'm like, hey, that was a good one.
It was great. Yeah. I'm awesome. Okay, true name.
True name.
A few phrases that describe the district.
It is the epicenter of.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, sure. Hydrate or dihydrate, as they say.
Okay. The epicenter of entertainment, addiction and escape.
Actually,
government approved.
Yes. It's where the artists go, the musicians, the journalists, the writers, the propagandists. And yeah, as we said, like the violets are in a gilded velvet cage. If you want to pursue art, you can, but only what's accepted and only what will benefit progress.
I like government approved.
Yep.
Oh, of course it is. All the little freaks are there.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's definitely weird stuff, but as always. But yeah, that is the Violet District.
Okay. But it's the entertainment. It's the Hollywood district,
It's the Hollywood district.
Okay. So let's do I'm gonna do a landmark.
Yay.
A landmark name. Let's see. I'm gonna look at some bar names and see if anything kind of pops out. Ooh, I like the Fortune.
Ooh, that is good.
We're gonna go with the Fortune. The address, I'm gonna say it's in the northern sect of this district, near expensive lingerie stores. It's in the Violet District. The true name for the Fortune. Ooh, okay. Sexy Smoke Lounge. What else? Oh, I'm going to say private entertainment.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, that is the fortune done. Next is you. You got to create
A resident.
a
For the
resident.
fortune.
Yeah. So.
All right. We're gonna say this person's name, Isabella Swan.
No.
No.
What are you talking about?
I was gonna put a dancer here.
No, Isabella Swan is the name from Twilight. Her name is Bella Swan.
Oh my, that's my lack of nerd knowledge.
Michael.
That was completely dumped from my brain.
Michael's like, there's no way he's pulling the name from Twilight right now.
Isadora. We're gonna go Isadora. I'll come up with the last name later.
You're gonna okay. Fine. Edward Cullen.
Yeah, Jesus. Wow.
Wow.
You know, if I had said that I was very knowledgeable of Twilight, that could have been charges to revoke my nerd license. But because I never claimed to have Twilight knowledge, I think it's just an offense.
Okay. So does she work at the Fortune, or is she just a resident of this district?
She works at the Fortune.
Ooh. Hey.
Isadora has an athletic dancer's build. She is very tall. She keeps short black hair in a bob and constantly wears colors of I don't want to say black because that's a little too on the nose. I think she wears silver. Everything she wears is silver.
Okay.
Yes, and its location, Violet District, the true name.
Uh-huh.
I think Isadora began her career in a better... I think she was in a better... okay. Isadora is what happens when a Violet falls out of favor with someone higher than them.
Mm.
They were amused for, perhaps a bronze or a gold.
Okay.
We're going to say it fell out of favor with a gold. The gold lost interest. She fell in hard times and now has to work at the Fortune, where she's used to working much less, in better environments.
Right. I mean, the Fortune's not bad.
It's not bad, but she's used to. It's going from like Broadway to like
yeah,
like she was on Broadway. I think she's a fallen from grace dancer.
Yeah, and then just like, yeah. Sorry, girl.
Dancer, victim of a gold loss of interest.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay. Next is event.
Mm-hmm.
An event that goes on. I'm going to say there's a monthly event that goes on inside of the Violet District.
Okay.
What is the event? I'm going to say there is an event. It's like a nudist event.
Ooh.
So every month, it's not outdoors, but there is a building that you can go to. I think it needs like passwords to get in.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, I think like the only thing that is hiding is like your face is like a face mask.
Oh yeah, very Roman.
But that's about it.
Yeah, you show up with like a Venetian mask and nothing else.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say the
monthly the monthly nude masquerade.
The monthly nudist masquerade. Yes, it's a masquerade ball.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say the summary is every month, guests are able to buy tickets to the masquerade. Um, limited seats available.
Mm-hmm. Limited admission.
Exclusive. Landmark. We didn't create a landmark for it. We could if we wanted to.
I think it changes venues because it's so exclusive.
You think so? Well, this is my event, so
I apologize. It is your event.
Back off. Okay. Reel it in. I think it's I'm going to keep it in the same place. I don't want to make it too complicated.
Go for it.
There are no residents that we have that are connected to it right now. But do you have any questions, opinions, or consequences for it?
I think, and this is funny. I think an opinion, though many have been accused of being there, not a single bronze acknowledges the existence of this masquerade.
Oh, really? What's their why? What's their opinion on it?
I think they would think that it's crass and very unprofessional, despite many being spotted there.
I mean, that's an opinion. Okay. And that totally makes sense. Everybody has to. Now, what happens at the masquerade, we'll figure it out in game. So that's a question. Actually, that is a question. I'll add that in. Because I think that's what people are wondering. The people who can't get tickets is probably expensive. So I think I'm going to add that question in. What happens at the masquerade? Oh, why can't I type in?
I was the same with masquerade. I was like, damn.
Okay, we got it. We got a question. We got an opinion there. I think that's it.
Hell yeah.
I kind of want to create another landmark for the masquerade.
Yeah, do you want to do that before jumping to a break?
Yeah, let's do that. That's the last thing. So landmark, what is the landmark name? Oh, there's neon nightscape. There's ecstasy.
Ooh.
It's very on the nose, but I think a lot of the names here are just like in that vein.
Yeah.
We'll call it the Velvet Lounge. Or no. Neon Nexus. Oh, you know what? I'm calling it the Clubhouse. That was a good one. That's where it's happening at.
I had a name, but I restrained myself.
Look at you. Look at you. We can collab on this. Where do you think it's placed? Like, where is it set?
I think the Clubhouse would be like the top, probably the top penthouse of like one of the fancier artistic buildings.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Top penthouse, looking over the city.
Mm-hmm.
One of the larger buildings. The true name for it, some phrases. I'm gonna say hedonistic.
Yeah.
What else? What's the vibe here?
Escape.
I'm gonna say escape and freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And because everybody's covered,
anonymity. Yeah, it's anonymity.
Anonymity. Okay. Oh, well, now I want to create a resident for the Clubhouse, but we'll take a break. We'll take a break.
Reel it in.
Oh, okay. We will BRB.
BR.
Okay. We are back.
We have returned.
Okay. Next up is Blue District. And I believe we're starting off with you.
Yours.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue District.
I'm gonna make a note because I do want to make a resident for the clubhouse. But I can like, I feel like we can like add some more stuff and be like, hey, this is like the new stuff I created, and just like message each other or just like take a look at it. Yeah.
Well, now we have, this is part of the shared notion. It's there for both of us to collab on, so which is perfect.
Okay.
For the Blue District.
Yes.
The way I think of, we actually did a pulled from my ass depiction of the Blue District during our first session of the learning phase.
Right.
Where it was, I think it's like a meticulously bland grid of a city.
Right.
Like someone made it. Somebody made it in like a Sim City video game.
Okay.
I think it's a meticulous grid of I don't know, I'm trying to think of like words like. I think it's also kind of bland, but is.
Well, blue, I would say it's more
blue.
medical.
Yeah, medical. Like if you could take cubicles and turn them into buildings.
Oh, I see. But remember, we have to always go back to what our adjectives are for the city. Vast, ornate, and ruthless. So it would still be ornate, I think, in some ways. Yeah, especially as we're getting closer to the top.
Yeah, I think, medical, medicine, and science, and arithmetic, I think, are the three pinnacles of the Blue District.
That could be the true name for sure.
Yeah. So we're just going to say meticulous grid of imposing offices. Just like everything's a giant crazy corporate building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Corporate buildings, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably
I wasn't gonna stop you, but
it's a good idea. Okay.
Here. I will open the door. You can say what you want to say. I'm more than happy to allow you.
This is where all the universities are?
Yeah.
Medical schools?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I had to get it out. I was gonna burst. Oh.
Yeah, a meticulous grid of imposing offices and universities. The true name, this
is probably where
the beacon of education.
This is where the garden was.
Mm-hmm. Education, medicine, science, and arithmetic.
Yeah.
This is where the nerds go.
Yeah, it's the nerd district.
Yep.
It's one of the true names in nerd district.
The nerds. But that is the Blue District. It is vastly corporate, vastly efficient.
Yeah. Next is a landmark. Okay. Oh, just one? I can already think of like 5 landmarks that would be here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, so just one. We'll call it. Let's look at my great book of random names, corporation names. They're not bad. How about we call this one? We'll do like a medical corporation.
Okay.
That operates from this district. We will call it Neo Solarium Innovations.
Ooh, okay.
We'll say this is right now. This is right at the center of the district. Um, yeah, it's large. I would say it's one of the larger buildings. This is the Blue District.
Got you.
True name. What is it known for? I'm gonna say it's known for being like this cutthroat medical facility. I'm gonna say lots of ads in the city for it. If I can think of one more thing that kind of represents Solarium Innovations, I'm gonna say they do a lot of work with body parts, replacement body parts. So
prosthetics.
Yeah, prosthetics. Okay, so that's the Solarium Innovations. That is one of the landmarks there, but there's universities there as well.
The garden.
The garden is there, so that's a big one. We could probably just add that later. Resident.
It is my turn. Okay. Okay, let's do a resident. Let's do a doctor.
Okay.
Dr. Huron. Dr. Huron Pendergast.
Also, is Isadora she her?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Huron Pendergast.
Okay.
Dr. Huron Pendergast is a senior doctor for Solarium. He is very much in his twilight years, but due to good health, with many asterisks next to that, is alarmingly healthy. Where, like, by all other accounts, he probably should have passed away. I think he's just...
Oh, he's old.
Incredibly old, but lively.
Okay.
I think he has... I'm trying to think of a person I'm thinking of, like, other descriptions. He is charismatic.
Okay.
But very corporate minded. Where, he doesn't lose a night of sleep if he has to pull somebody off life support because they can't fund it anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. We need a bed for paying customer. Sorry about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, he's like that.
Yeah, he's like that.
Okay.
There's
no free healthcare on Perfectus. Hyperion City doesn't have free healthcare.
I'm sure they do, but if a gold needs medical care and there's no beds, well, someone's gonna have to go.
I'm sure. Oh, sure. I also feel like a lot of golds would have like their own private facilities that they go to as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. Probably maybe like a bronze shows up and they need a bed and they're like, well, we're tending to this gray. No, get the gray out of here. The bronze takes priority.
That goes in line with the ruthless part of the world.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
True name. He is. I mean, I kind of did a charismatic corp. He's an ambitious blue, and I think cares more about his relations with the gold district and like with his relations with the bronze and the golds than he does about actually helping people.
Okay.
Yep. that's Dr. Huron Pendergast for you.
Okay. Probably drinking something to keep him alive, or going into some type of tube.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely has the privilege of some better stuff.
Okay. Next is an event. The kind of obvious one is the garden. Graduation. But an event that happens here in the blue district?
Yes.
Oh, I'm having a hard time seeing what kind of events.
I'm
gonna say they have an annual science competition. Or not science, but science can mean a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, kind of like
I want to say like STEM, STEM or something like. Do you think, is there a more encompassing word for all this stuff, you think?
I was just thinking like a World's Fair kind of thing. Where it's almost like an amusement park of just like a expo or a con or a convention.
Yes, yeah, it's more like an expo. But it is a competition though. Like people, they enter in their stuff and their inventions.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll keep science because sciences is more than just like test tubes and stuff. It's so okay.
Ooh.
What?
I'm not allowed.
He knows his place, everybody. No, I'm kidding. What is it?
I was going to say, I think Dorian's won this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And he won this with Icarus.
Oh, yeah, you won one of the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will say every year, bright minds come together to put forth their new inventions. Winner gets a full ride scholarship to the university of their choice. So I think a lot of colors are trying their best with this competition. It's there's no landmarks attached to it. It is in the blue district. Do you have any questions, opinions, or consequences for this event?
I think an opinion might be that sometimes the best invention doesn't always win. Sometimes it's the person who's got the best sponsorship.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'll put.
Okay. And this is like what the general kind of populace thinks about this competition.
Yeah. It's a popularity contest sometimes.
Okay. My question is, how fair and balanced are the judges with each contestant? I think that's a question that comes up for this.
Just building character lore, thinking about that.
Yep. But don't talk about it.
No.
Keep it to yourself. There are no landmarks attached to it. Do we have any other opinions or questions or consequences for it?
No, I think that more or less makes sense.
Okay. That is the blue district. Next up, bronze.
The bronze.
Welcome. Did you do blue? You started with blue?
I did blue, so.
Okay. Okay. Bronze district. Reputation for the bronze district. The overall reputation is I'm gonna say a place that wants to be seen as fair and balanced.
Strong emphasis on seen.
Yeah. Yep. Wants.
Wants. Probably wants.
The true name. Some phrases that represent the Bronze District. This is like where all like the courthouse is here.
Mm-hmm.
The probably the main station for the Greys is here
like
too.
An administrative building.
Yeah, so I would say administrative is a good word. Orderly, and I'll say slow and bureaucratic. These guys are taking their time. Always got to vote, and everybody's like, okay, when am I going to get my stuff? Want to be seen as fair and balanced, but I'm also going to add on that people are commonly waiting on answers from this district. Okay. Next up is a landmark.
A landmark here.
Yep.
I think I want to call this the major courthouse. I kind of want to call it like Heaven's Gavel or something like that.
Whoa, calm down.
Yeah, but I don't know. They want to be seen as the pinnacle of justice. Why not call them their courthouse Heaven's Gavel?
That's crazy.
Or no, let's call it the.
Let me look at my list of names. Corporations. But this is more. Are they corporations?
Kind of.
Field of study, business. Law. No, it doesn't need a corporation name. It needs like a building, something building.
Yeah.
The blank building.
The something. The Grand Arbitrium.
What does arbitrium mean?
The place like where arbiting things, and like where people would go for court cases to settle business disputes, legal disputes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call it the. What did I say?
Le Grand Arbitrium. Madame, Monsieur.
This is going to be. I want to say that this is at the very end of the district.
Okay.
But is also the largest building because it encompasses all the courthouses.
Is it a building or is it more like a area? Or
I think in the Bronze District, the Grand Arbitrium is a massive, wide building that looms over the rest of the district. So it's kind of like the eyes of justice are always watching.
I was getting like CIA type building, like large. What's that building that's like a shape of an octagon or something? That federal building in the U.S. CIA.
The Pentagon?
Yeah, the Pentagon. I was getting that type of Pentagon vibes.
It could be shaped like a pentagon, but my sort of image, or you know what? It is a pentagon, but it sits atop a hill.
I just imagine there's like a lot of stairs. For some reason, they want people to walk.
Yep, they make it as arduous as possible. It's the furthest
it's so
building
annoying.
away. You got to go up the stairs, and the largest building looming atop a hill over the district.
Love it. So annoying too to get up there.
The true name, it is. Yeah, I think it's a vulture's den for lawyers and businesses to settle grievances.
If you want to get the paperwork you need, the permits, just takes so freaking long.
typing way too fast. I'm just mistyping stuff. Lawyers, bureaucrats, and law and judges. Yeah. Where again, they want to be seen doing things the right way, but they will make you suffer if you really try to do the right thing. That'll be 7 to 10 business months to get this through.
7 to 10 business months, and then we got a lot of holidays, so.
Yes, and when you get it, and then not to mention the fee to keep a general upkeep and the well-being of the jurors that has to approve everything, and also you need not 1 but 3 notaries. It's like, yeah, terrible.
Okay. I'm gonna make a resident. Let's see. Let's look at some names. I'm just gonna do the first one that I see. Fiona, got it. Her name is Fiona. I'm creating a judge.
Nice.
Okay, so
Justice Fiona, or High Marshal.
Yeah, what is her? Like, what's her last name though?
I don't know why my brain went to Hawk.
Whoa. I could have swore that even this book had like
surnames
somewhere. Names. Oh yeah, human surnames are here.
Give me your human surnames.
Thank you. Harlow. There we go. Justice Harlow is her name.
There we go. That's good.
Is it justice? Is that the word, or should we put judge?
Let's do justice, because I think maybe that's a higher station if we're gonna make her like a high station one.
Okay. And you know what? I was gonna make her older, but surprisingly, I'm gonna make her young. And I think that's what people wonder, how she got that job so young.
Yep. So
I'm gonna say she's really young. I'm gonna say she's like 30 years old, which is crazy.
Yeah.
How the hell do you have this position? So she is a
through some weird archaic law loophole.
I know that's how she got it. She's so good.
Yep.
A young justice, a young high judge. I'm going to say she's a little haughty. Is that how you spell haughty? Well, I'll figure it out. I'll say she's a rules lawyer. Who knows the right buttons to push. And I think she's also just like highly intelligent.
Yeah. She's like a polymath.
She's probably a freaking genius. Yeah.
Yeah.
She, her. Location. She is this is Bronze District. True name. How do people see her? Just like, I think to other people, she's seen as a kind of bratty youngin, because I think it's a lot of old people there.
Yep.
Young person among very old and slow bureaucrats. I'm just going to let autocorrect fix that for me. Thank you. Say genius. Say brain always on. Okay. That is Justice Fiona Harlow. Let me put her age in there. Okay. Event.
I already have one.
Oh.
The Scandal of Lord Signar.
Signar? Really?
Signarius.
Signarius is better. Signar was
Signarius,
else a little too fantastical.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
Sound like a barbarian.
Yeah, I guess a lot of my random name pulling comes from like fantasy.
Fantasy, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it happen a few times.
In the Bronze District. And actually, we could say that, let's get into the details of this. This was the most recent scandal of a gold found in relations with a violet.
Why is he a lord? What makes him a lord?
He is from one of the founding families
Of
the council. He was I think
we call them lords. Is there lords and ladies in this realm? Like,
I guess I could change that.
That opens up questions about
we'll say the scandal. Yeah, we'll say the scandal of Signarius then.
Okay.
He was part of a golden council, and was trying to be a mover and a shaker, and to get rid of him for making waves, a scandal he had was exposed, and it was a huge to-do in the Bronze District, resulting in his exile.
Oh, was he on the Tribunal of 7 and he got?
Yep.
Wow, that would have been huge.
Yep, that's why it's huge.
That would have been talked about for a long time.
Yep, he is now a cautionary tale.
Yes.
Massive scandal after butting heads with colleagues in the tribunal. Actually, you know what's worse? Oh, no, yeah, the scandal was actually not with a violet. He was actually found having relations with grays.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, you said butting heads with colleagues. Okay.
Colleagues.
Relations from the gray or with a gray?
From the grays.
He was accused from the grays accused him?
No, he was accused of having relations with grays. Like, they were like, he would spend too much time with grays. Like, or is it better to be a gray?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
With a gray.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't understand the sentence.
Yeah.
He was accused of relations of one from the...
With one, sorry.
With one? One what?
Person.
I need to rewrite this sentence. I don't think we're understanding what's going on.
He was accused of having relations.
What kind of relations?
Sexual.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's put that in there. There you go. Yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Very much. This resulted in his exile.
And we decided that in this world, because I was just looking at our lore, exile is actually worse than death.
Yeah.
Because you can take an honorable death or you'll be exiled.
Yep.
And exile's worse because you're like stripped of everything. Your name is erased.
Yep. That's why we don't know his first name, but his family name stays.
Yeah.
So the Signarius name is just ruined right now. The Signarius name is just, there was a scandal of one of yours. Yeah. Resulted in his exile and the Grey's immediate retirement. Hang on.
Yeah. Okay. So
public retirement.
Yeah, it was public. Yeah. The exiles are this whole thing was a public scandal and it was all over the news. Like every district was like streaming this. I'm gonna do an opinion.
Okay.
I'm going to say that some people thought the punishment was too harsh. Others were disgusted. So that's the opinion.
Yep.
What about you? Any questions or opinions or consequences?
I want to say consequences.
Okay.
consequences. What's the consequence here? I think the consequence here is the stigma of scandal in the gold districts is all the I think probably. Oh yeah, they just ruined this family line. Like this family line lost favor and everything like this. They lost a business. Like,
well, it's exile. That's why you want to do death, because death can be honorable.
Yeah, I think
it's not as bad.
Yeah, I think this Ignarius did this exile. He chose exile to spite his family.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a result of the exile, the Signarius family was financially and influentially ruined.
Oof.
They are a cautionary tale for golds to stay in line like the rest.
Oh yeah.
It's like the one thing that can be mentioned to be like, a gold is untouchable. No, there was a scandal of Signarius.
The scandal of Signarius, indeed.
Yep.
Wow.
It's like the one thing that a gold would sweat about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Let's do the next ones fairly quickly because there's a couple more things that we need.
Well, we have one district left.
Well, we have. Oh, okay. I have Sable here, but we don't need to do. We're not going to write anything about Sable.
I think the Sable's more of a faction and less of a district.
That's true. That's true. Okay, then let's do gold then.
Yep.
Who? Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Gold district. Reputation. This is the utopia that sits atop. That sits atop this new world. This is where the most powerful live, are bred, and lead the civilization from. Mm-hmm. The headpiece of the Voltron, if you will.
Yeah.
And I would say the Gold District is very much like it's the Beverly Hills, like the sci-fi Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I agree.
It's actually almost what I actually want to say. Have you ever seen pictures of Sintra from
Sintra? What is that?
From Portugal?
What is it?
Sintra is a city in Portugal. If you look it up, it is literally a bunch of cliffed mountainside castles and giant fancy artsy buildings. It was owned by a lot of very wealthy people who loved art. Like literally castles within like lush forests.
I see, yeah.
I went there a few years ago and it was the coolest place in the world. But also the weirdest because it was like you had some very strange like artistic buildings here that like people would like. This one dude like hired a bunch of artists from multiple countries to build like multiple rooms in his house, and then also had a tunnel that went down this like staircase into a basement where he'd have cult meetings. So I'm like, yeah, this is like,
whoa, I'm looking at the pictures right now.
Yeah, eccentric opulence.
That makes sense. This is kind of what I imagined their parents' house, but like overlooking, like on a cliff face, overlooking the ocean.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Definitely recommend going if you ever get a chance.
Okay. It is. It's very pretty.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
Utopia of eccentric opulence, where the leaders of the planet reside. True name.
Yeah, what are some phrases for it?
Paradise. Paradise. It is.
What's the ruthless side of it, though?
A gilded cage. Despite how beautiful and comfortable it is, they still are just as vulnerable to the oppression.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I would add that in.
Gilded cage.
Any other phrases?
What was I going to say? Something about like society and like galas and things like that. It's like a
there's constant political movement here type stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of going behind people's backs and trying
constant political stunts.
Yeah.
That works perfectly.
Yeah, like I'm rewatching Shogun with my sister, and I think it's like that. And I'm rewatching it. I'm like, oh my god, this show's so good. I forgot that this happened.
I fucking loved that show. Love Japanese history.
And we got into it. It was late last night, and we watched episode 1, and then with like sleepy eyes, she looked over. She was like, "Okay, let's just watch episode 2." And I was like, "Ah, I knew you would like it." So okay, yeah, but I'm just thinking because Shogun it's such about like moves and counter moves, and it's a big old 3D chessboard. And okay, so we got the Gold District. We have landmark. I'm gonna say the same way that bronze has their main grand arbitrium, the gold has their version, and that's where the tribunal sits.
Ooh, yeah.
So is it? And I'm gonna say it looks like a castle, right? It's like a large castle I'm gonna call it the Castle of the Seven.
Yeah.
It is. I'm gonna say it's the highest point in the city. So I'm gonna say like almost everyone can see it from where they are. And it's almost like from a certain angle, it kind of looks like it's floating. Like you can't just walk into it. I think you have to be flown in.
Yes. Yeah, you have to fly up because the elevation is so high.
And do the tribunal live there? You think it's a castle? Does the Seven and their
I would say they
family-
live there. I think they live there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. True name. For it, I'm gonna say opulent, vast. I know that's our adjectives for the entire planet, but it's true for especially the castle.
Yes.
Opulent, vast, cold, and why do I want to say ornate? But it is ornate.
Mm-hmm.
It's ornate and cold at the same time.
Yeah, intimidating.
Yeah, it's intimidating. Yeah. I'm gonna say floating fortress is the other thing. Okay. Who lives there? Only one resident. Do the janitor.
The janitor.
You can only choose one.
Okay. Oh, well, we can do a councilman. A resident. Yeah.
Oh, councilman. Okay, they would have a nice name. In our foundry, I made tables for those.
Oh, okay. I was say the first name is Alphonse.
Not
Alphonse. I just
Not
need to find a
bad.
good surname.
There is fancy surnames right here. If you want to roll.
All right. Let me go ahead and roll. Fancy surname. Yeah, I'm just going to do the D100. You tell me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
86.
Sorry, I need a D49.
D49?
Yeah, there's only 49.
Okay. Can I do that?
No, there's a table. Just hit draw result.
Oh, is it in the tables? I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and get in there. Oracles.
I could have swore I had 50. I don't know why. Go ahead and roll that custom D49 die.
Where is it hiding in Foundry?
It's in tables. Rollable tables.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
I am silly. All right, generic sci-fi names. Fancy surnames. Perfect. Here we go.
Then just hit draw result.
What is it? Alphonse
Castellan?
Yeah, that works.
Castellan.
Alphonse Castellan.
Yes.
Yes. Councilman Alphonse Castellan.
Okay.
He is... We're going to say he is the mouth of the tribunal. He's the most public.
Okay.
I want to say he is a guy who looks like he's in his 60s, but has a very much like, almost like a very suave, very like camera friendly like face and look to kind of disarm people about the like being afraid of the tribunal. He's disarmingly handsome.
Yeah. He's a good nice 60. He's like a
yeah.
What's his name from Wicked?
Oh,
he's in a whole bunch of stuff, but Wicked is the first
I know
thing
you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Just very charming, you know.
Yeah, disarmingly handsome, clean shaven. Always wears, I think he wears like bright, like very like bright, ornate clothing.
I was gonna say Jeff Goldblum. There we go.
Jeff Goldblum, that's what it is. Yep. And a marketable smile.
There we go.
Yep. That is him. He resides in the Gold District. And his true name?
Yeah, what's his reputation like?
I think people love him, and he gives people comfort in the tribunal, despite the fact that he's probably the lowest of all of them and would be the first one to be lopped off if something happens. Because he's the one that's in the public eye. So if the tribunal does something bad, he has to deal with the brunt of the backlash.
Okay. He's the voice of the people, the Vox Populi.
Yeah. Yeah, people adore him and fall on his words. He's the most vulnerable of the tribunal as he is the face of it.
Okay. Last is an event tied to this.
Okay. The founding.
Oh God.
No, it's not my turn. I was just joking.
I know. Could be this is definitely where Signarius was. No, Signarius. Yeah. That Signarius happened in the Bronze District. Okay.
Yep.
They took care of it in the Bronze District. Okay, so they don't take care of that type of stuff at the castle.
No, they might pass the law there, but then the law is just presented to people at the Bronze District.
If it's an event, can it be like can I do like a sneaky secret type thing?
Yeah, I think so.
So then not many people would know about it. I think the tribunal meets with a lot of sables here. I think there's a secret passage that the sables know about, and a few of the tribunal. So what is the event called? The secret meeting of the sables is what I'm going to call it. So this is kind of like, what if it's like a monthly thing where like the sables are like, you have us for 1 hour once a month.
Mm-hmm.
We will meet here. If you do, you give us what you need and we're out. Like they're not going to stay longer than an hour.
Yep.
So this is a monthly meeting for the tribunal. I'll say this is how the tribunal handles it. There may be some other golds who have their own sneaky ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say that a monthly meeting for the tribunal members to meet with the Sable. Sable is a faction.
Yeah, they are a faction.
To handle business. Okay. Sables only stay for an hour. Once a month. Okay. So do you have any questions? Consequences?
I have a consequence. I think this is how golds settle retribution.
Well, this is how the tribunal does it?
Yeah, how the tribunal settles retribution behind closed doors. And with that, a lot of retirements happen that are undocumented.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to add in an opinion, which is the tribunal thinks this is a very effective method.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
So that's it for the city. I guess, what are your thoughts on this whole process? What do you think?
I thought this was very fun.
Is this what do you think of like this book and its method of creating cities?
I think
filling it out. Yeah.
I think this is an excellent game. I think it's a fun, free-form way to world build when you want to share world building with more than with another person or more, with one or more people.
And we skipped the vignette part.
Yeah, we did one and we're like, this will take forever. We could have done a vignette. We could have easily done a vignette for each one of these events. Easily.
Oh my god.
They would have been great.
Yeah. I would add those back in if you're not doing so many like districts, but I can see how it would. I would put a timer. I would be like, hey, 15 minutes starting, go.
Yep.
For each vignette.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing then is we'll go back to Foundry. Step 8, so we can finish out. It says zoom in on a settlement.
Okay.
Choose one of the settlements in your starting sector, whichever is the most interesting to you. Then return to the settlement oracle starting on page 322. Settlement trouble.
Okay, settlement. I presume we want to do Hyperion City.
Yes, that's where we're starting. Do we have a settlement trouble? Is that a thing? Like,
I mean, that's our.
You can see what we roll, see if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it gave me action and theme.
I'll do it again.
Yeah. Toxic waste or pollution? You think that's happening?
Perhaps there. You know what? I think, thinking about that, perhaps there's been an issue with pollution in the gray district because so much manufacturing stuff happens near the reds. A lot of that bleeds into the gray district. And that's been a problem, which has increased hostility between the grays and the reds. And because of how slow shit gets done in the bronze district, it's taking longer.
Okay,
And it's
got it.
And it's gotten to the point where Reds have begun to retaliate because of just the wanton cruelty of the Greys, just taking frustration out on the Reds. Because the Reds don't have human bodies. They're unaffected by all the chemicals that they're constantly around. But this would affect the health of the Greys, who are already under so much pressure to be enforcement that, yeah.
Okay. It's happening in the Grey District. Bronze is taking too long to handle it.
Mm-hmm. It'll be 2 to 7 months.
2
to 7.
Jesus.
Well, you see, this councilman goes on his retreat at this time, so he'll be out of the office, and he's the only one that can approve this form in this column here.
Yeah, column A is mine, but he takes care of column B, see, and that's the one you need to.
Yeah.
Okay, if the settlement is planet-side or in orbit, you can also expand atmosphere. Hyperion City, observe from space. Like as we're... that's fine. I don't really care for the observe from space.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Create a local connection. Step 9. A connection represents an important relationship with an NPC. You'll create connections with NPCs, blah, blah, blah. For now, you have a single connection in the starting sector. So this is like, we have a single one that like affects us mechanically.
Okay.
So I'll put it on the shared
track.
Hold on, no. No, we create actor, create NPC. No? Is that how you do it? We'll see. Okay, so NPC. If you're playing with others, you'll create a single connection as part of this exercise. This will be a shared connection. Whether through introductions or collective interactions, each of you has a link to this person. Consider how they fit into the background for your team. Who should it be?
Well, we established that the two of us work together dealing with problems in the Red District.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is this person would probably be the liaison between who we work for and like who gives us our assignments. Kind of like our manager or our not our manager, but like our contact who like reports our work and gives us like new orders. I'm trying to think, but I
don't think we work together per se. I think I think you can like. I think there's been some assignments that we've worked on together where I need like a tech person.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in different. I think we work in different districts and different sects. But a lot of the time they'll be like, "You need a tech guy," and I'll be like, "Oh, I got one."
What if this is like a bronze or a blue that's in charge of, like, a part of the Red District, like perhaps someone who like logs manufacturing stuff and is the one that like would go to you to deal with red problems and would go to me for like different parts of red problems.
They're a bronze, you said?
Oh, bronze. Probably, yeah, bronze, I think. We haven't done a bronze yet.
That's true. Okay. Take a look at the make a connection move. Assume it's a strong hit. So this connection is already established as you begin your campaign. So no roll is necessary. Okay. Well, let's give him a name. I'll roll on the table to see their name, and then that will give me an idea. Okay.
Marin.
Marin. And then fancy surname.
Vathros. Marin Vathros.
Okay. Is there a project? I don't know if is there a progress track connected to them?
Well, there would be for him because he would be a connection progress track, yeah.
Marin. Okay, so then I added in that. When you search out a new relationship or give focus, a strong hit, you create a connection, give them a role and a rank. So what we call their role? Like on the next page, it says. It represents their duty, experience, or background. For example, a shipwright, an envoy, an explorer. What are they? Liaison? I just feel
liaison. I think they're a liaison.
Okay. We'll say their role. Okay. Interesting. I hope I'm using the right sheet. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that.
He would be a connection, and then add connection.
Oh, it's connection. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So what would be his rank, I guess? Or I guess we're the ones that make it. Give the connection a rank. Yeah. Your connection's rank represents the challenge of advancing the relationship. The higher the rank, the greater the narrative focus and time required to eventually forge a bond with them. I don't know. I think he's just a regular liaison. I don't think it's harder than
dangerous.
Yeah,
I'd say dangerous. He's not too impactful.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we have his role. Location, I'll say. What do we call the city? Is it Hyperion?
Hyperion City.
Okay, I thought I was wrong. Let's give them choose the connection's home, choose a settlement, give the connection a name, blah blah blah. Choose their what's their characteristics?
We have
there's tables.
Yay.
First look. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you to roll.
Character oracles? First
yes.
Look.
Okay, roll a D100. You could roll it a couple times, actually.
All right, let's do a D100. $98.
Okay, roll again. That's youthful.
55.
What if it was old? Youthful and old. 55, large. Oh, okay. I'm getting maybe he's like a jolly bronze. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's actually like a nice one. Who's too naive, who's to understand the intricacies and the cruelty of politics.
I don't think all bronze are mean.
That's true.
Initial disposition. Okay, give me another D100. Or we could just choose. I feel like he's helpful or friendly. All right, I already got that vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, one? That's helpful.
There we go.
That's what I was hoping for. Initial. That's the initial disposition. He will always stay that way if we make him mad.
Yeah. Perpetually helpful.
That's what we want. Okay, we already got his character role. Oh, there's roles here. We could have chose from. There's a role table. There's a character role table. Oh. But liaison makes sense.
Yeah.
Could have chose lawkeeper maybe, but anyway. Do we want to give him a goal? I don't think we need to.
No, I don't think he needs a goal. I think he's just trying to, work his own way up in the ranks, and working under 2 different gold operatives is a good chance for him.
Okay. So we're gonna have to find ways to add him to the story. Because we
can add him. There are definitely ways to add him.
As you interact, you can find opportunities to develop the relationship and eventually forge a bond with them. Meanwhile, whenever your connection aids you on a move closely associated with their role, you may add a +1 and take +1 momentum. For now, turn to the next page to wrap up your starting sector. Okay. Didn't we already? It says step 10, introduce sector trouble. Didn't we already do that?
Yeah, we already know our sector trouble. It's the red uprising problem.
Yes, that's true. So I'm going to save that. Marin will come up with an image. Okay. Introduce a sector trouble. You may come up with a trouble appropriate to your setting and character. So we will. There's nowhere to write. Well, we can write this in Foundry, but I'm gonna write it. Well, I'll write it in Foundry. Why not? I will add a note called Sector Trouble. But we will need to talk about this more, probably offline, because that's more of like the series stuff.
Stuff we don't want to spoil.
Yeah. So Sector Trouble. What is it? So I think we can talk about it a little bit. The Sector Trouble is there is I guess if we're just going to do like kind of big idea stuff.
Yeah.
There is rumors and rumblings of a red uprising.
Yep.
That's it. That's like the single thing. And so envision how this trouble might manifest and make note of it on your sector worksheet or journal. We gave the sector a name. Okay, your starting sector is done. As you explore space and visit settlements, you'll add additional detail. Okay. And then it says begin your adventure.
Hey, we're going a little too far ahead there.
Are we? Okay, step 10. So this is in this final exercise, you'll identify a trouble or goal worthy of an iron vow. Should we? Okay. And set out upon a sworn quest. Hold on. Insight is the problem at the beginning of a story that propels the... So do we want to figure this out now? Or I kind of know the inciting incident. It's attached to this trouble.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like we can do that probably as part of the first session because it's kind of like we kind of know what it is. We can kind of give that opening scene.
Well, okay.
Or would you rather do it? Or would you rather do it now? I'm like,
well, because when we actually start recording, we have to be a little bit more tightened up.
Fair.
It's a little less fly by the seat of our pants. Not that I'm like trying to railroad us or anything. But we are like a little bit more focused. So that's why I want to be like, okay, so what do we have ready by the time we hit record?
All right, so then let's make this ready. Let's ready this up then. I think
So
the vow
inciting incident. I'm gonna write that down.
Yep.
I'm in the journal, by the way.
Oh, you're in the journal. Okay. The Loom journal or the Notion one?
Foundry.
Foundry. Oh, Foundry. Okay.
I'll add it to
way off.
There's so many. There's a lot of journals. You're good. Okay. Inciting incident. It's the problem at the very beginning of a story that propels us into action. At this point, you may already have a problem or mission in mind for the start of your campaign. If so, jump to page 131. So we do for sure.
Yes, we does.
131. Based on the nature of your inciting incident, where will you begin your story? I kind of already know this, but I think we can end it here. I kind of do want to meet sometime before we record, maybe like an hour or something.
That works for me.
Okay.
And aside from that as well, we need to figure out because we each have 4 experience points, and if we want to use those for something or save them.
Oh, is that should we do that now? Because I feel like I'm gonna forget.
We could definitely do that now. We can do that to be the last thing. We can decide if I'm not mistaken, it is 2 experience points to increase one of your assets that you already have. And it's 3 experience points to take a brand new one.
Oh, upgrade 1 or get a new one.
We could technically upgrade 2.
We could upgrade 2.
Mm-hmm.
Have you decided? Like,
I'm very torn on if I want to upgrade something or if I want to take a new one, because there's one that I was looking at that I thought might be cool to have.
Oh, a new one, you're saying?
Yeah, a new one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end the live here. Goodbye, live.
Very well. Thank you for enjoying our world building.
Good tidings. Drink and be merry.